Baddies, what is up, y'all? Christian here with a quick announcement. This Saturday, September 23rd, your boys are hosting Kaleidoscope, a mini music festival featuring some of your favorite local Bay Area artists. There's going to be DJs there. There's going to be a bunch of food trucks and art vendors, and it's going to be a good time. And guess what? If you're balling on a budget, we do got a promo code. So hit our link in the description for this episode and use ICBTB at checkout for 33% off your ticket. But tickets are limited, so be sure to be fast with that thing. And we'll see you there. Take it easy. It can't be that bad, oh, 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 it can't be that bad. Did you guys do sports? You guys did sports, right?
Yeah.
What did you guys do?
What did you do?
Look at this body.
I know.
Football, dude.
Did you really?
Yeah,
Not
we
in
were
high
on the same
school.
team.
Yeah.
Well, no,
Yeah.
you did play freshman. You didn't play freshman?
No. I started smoking weed and shit.
Damn,
Yeah, hey,
that
so did
prevented
we.
you?
Yeah. No, I started like hella young, so by the time like high school came around, I was like, fuck this shit.
Kicker? Puncher?
No, QB, baby. I had a fucking arm of goddamn steel.
Oh, Uncle Rico over here,
Yes,
dude.
exactly.
Oh, nice reference.
Right?
Yeah.
We would
Exactly.
have won that under 13 league if
Yeah.
I was played.
Yeah.
Could have thrown him over the
A
mountains.
lot of QB sneaks, you know. This is when Michael Vick was very big at the time.
Christian,
I would-
Michael Vick, one fact.
I mean, like, that's a 3-syllable name, man.
And that passes.
Damn, that is a fact.
That's a fact, man.
That was quick.
Yeah, the
That
question.
that's more impressive than if you had a
Yeah.
real fact about him.
Wow, thank you. That's what I go for. I go above and beyond.
Is that how your brain thinks? Do you think of things in syllables? Like, is that just your thing?
It's Asian, and syllables are directly correlated with numbers.
What's
so.
the poem? A haiku where you just like make haikus and everything?
Yeah, 575, right? That's what it is.
There is no time to be alone.
Already messed it up,
You
too.
messed it up, dude. You're just
I think I could write a good haiku. I'll do it at the end of the episode because it'll take me that much
Okay, I
time
don't
to
wanna
figure
hear
it
that.
out.
Did I ever tell you that when Roland and I first met, that I was very severely intimidated from him, by him?
Him?
Yeah, he was a scary guy.
You have this weird perception of me, dude.
I think someone being intimidated has a weird perception of you.
No, you definitely should have been intimidated.
I know I shouldn't have, but I was the new kid.
But I mean, I know obviously Alejandro was here last time we talked about it, but we also talked about how you had this like I thought you were straight up from the Philippines.
Yeah, I mean, you.
He had this
amongst other
persona
people.
where he was just like he would talk in this Filipino accent.
But that
and
was
it
an act, if I remember correctly, right?
Yes,
It was a maybe. Who's to say?
It was. I'm to say the person, the direct source.
Agree to disagree.
That's completely fine, but I mean, it was only because I was trying to fit in that I was. So yeah, in ways it was an act, but I wasn't really trying to sell this story that I was from the Philippines.
No.
I understood that doing the Filipino accent was something that the predominant white people of Benicia had never really heard of, and I was just like, oh, this is how I can make some friends. And so, because back from where I was, like Pittsburgh, there was just so many of us. I mean, I just wasn't original, but then I was this novelty item.
Yeah.
that came into Benicia. They're just like, oh shit.
Yeah, the people of color, especially back in the day, were, that was a new thing.
No, we're going to sit on that. We're going to let him sit in people of color for a second. If we're going to
Well, it's
make
the truth.
Roland sit in they,
People, that's what, is that the wrong terminology? People of color.
I had a therapist once who would always make the point to be like, people like us, people of color. And I'd be like, oh, I don't know. I mean, that's not really, I've always kind of skated by.
He's
it.
like, I got you.
But
You're
she-
like
I hear
people
ya.
of some color.
I'm people of other.
Yeah.
I'm just always other.
What do you check on your documents
I was
when
just
they're
gonna
asking
ask
like
that.
what your race
Everything.
is?
Actually, you know what? There's a lot of others or decline to state. I tend to pick those options quite a bit. Because guys, it's not about my race. It's about who I am as a person.
Oh man, you should actually, if that's the comparison, you probably should go by your race then.
You're being really mean today, my man.
Okay, I just
And I know
gotta
you're
say,
showing off because
He's just
we
hot
know
right
Matt
now.
and Roland are really cool, and we want them to think we're cool also. You're being very hot today.
it's okay.
And we haven't seen
I'm
each
hot
other
every
for a
day.
week. You're very hot today.
You act like that's like a long time of
You're
being
full of
separated.
vinegar.
No, I think it's
I haven't done anything.
there's just a lot of testosterone in this room, and like we had a group chat going, and like you two are just at each other's necks.
It's every
in that
day.
group chat.
I mean, you kind of deserve it, though.
Hang on a second, baby. We were like that too when we first were.
No, it's just like, I just say
we've tamered out. No, I'll be real though. We've simmered out.
I just don't want to expend the energy via text when I'm probably
called
just gonna
simmering
have
out.
it.
It's better in person.
Yeah, I
Let's
guess
talk about it when I see you.
Yeah, I mean, like, who would you say? Like, is it often? Are you guys ever like sweet to each other?
Yeah, I think if I have to be honest here, I'm definitely more sweet to you than you are to me. I compliment you way more on your stuff that you do than you do for me.
I'll note that and I'll start complimenting and shit. Because that was his attempt to be like, I need more compliments.
Uh-huh.
I'm answering the question that was posed.
Yeah.
If you want to feel however you feel about it, that's fine. I'm just telling you the facts here.
But I respect it. You know what I mean? It takes a real man to say how you're feeling, So
thank you.
However, if his compliments are scarce, does that make his compliments have more weight?
Yes.
That's a great point.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's a great point.
Yeah, when he says something actually nice, I'm like,
I get that.
Yeah.
So, like, do you not give compliments a lot because if you were to do it, it wouldn't be there would be no integrity behind it, or is it just like
I think I just don't think of it. Like it's just one of those things where like I don't like receiving compliments and I don't like giving them at the same time.
First thing when you see Matt, are you thinking of insults almost immediately?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a love language, though.
Yeah.
oh, I'm as sarcastic as it comes. That's okay. I don't mind that.
You guys are a duo that I would never have known to have been a duo.
I think that's a lot of
Unexpected.
people.
But your Venn diagram fits.
Our Venn diagram
Yes.
fits.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy. I've never
Exactly.
actually seen you guys in the same room, so it's this is kind of like this blows my mind.
Well, sometimes we do AI where it's actually like not us in the podcast together. Like we've just
this
collected
it
a lot
now?
of data and it's just we made it work really well.
Oh, you've tapped that deep into the podcast field that you can now have access to AI.
Yeah.
Would you actually, if given the opportunity to sell your rights, your likeness to AI, and like let's say, hey, Roland can't be here, so we're just gonna generate an AI generated Roland, you'd be down for that?
Yeah. I mean, it's like the argument of 23andMe, right? Where everybody's like, I'm not giving my fucking spit and my genes to 23andMe. And I'm like, hey, I get it, but like make whatever the fuck of me you want. Like do whatever you want to do with me and my clones and shit.
They honestly already have enough of us, right?
Kind of, right? I mean, that's like the phone argument too. Like, dude, you want put your little thing on your MacBook, like a little tape on your MacBook so that people don't watch you. It's like, dude, they track your every single, like everything.
Yeah, but tracking isn't watching me jerk off.
But if you're on your phone,
there's something.
That's not how I do it. First of all, I'm laying down.
The movement,
I'm
dude.
laying down.
Really good over there.
Really committed to that bit.
I prop the camera up on my shower head.
Oh, on your shower head.
Shower
Oh,
head.
you're doing it in the shower. Oh, okay.
Cleaner for everybody involved.
I have no clue. It's probably just like.
aren't you surprised though? We actually don't see more of those little like, like peelable things to go over their phone front-facing cameras. Like I've
The
seen
phone
people,
one, yeah.
I've seen them obviously for the MacBooks, but it's kind of wild that we haven't.
I think people are starting to give less of a shit about the privacy on our personal devices, and people are giving more of a shit about their Airbnb privacy. Have you seen like all these TikToks about
all
like
a problem.
Do you see this mirror? Well, if you step closer to it and you don't see your reflection, you're either a vampire or someone spying on you. It's
And
just,
it's just like, take the mirror off the wall.
Yeah. You're like, guys, I can't right now. I'm freaking out.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, but do you think we're less, we care less about it because, I don't know, we're just like 4 straight guys? I mean, it's we're a little less.
Well, that's what I was going to say.
Vulnerable.
Like, dude, if someone's watching me in an Airbnb, hey, whatever. You
Good
know
for
what I mean?
them.
Like, hey, you want a show?
There's
I'll give
really
you a
not much
show.
that you could, there's not much blackmail you could find in my life.
Yeah, that's true. And then I start thinking of like Black Mirror shit too. Like, like a one episode
that's
where
where
that's where it gets weird where like, someone just all of a sudden has this collection of you and they're like,
But
do this or else this is going to happen.
Wait, which episode are you talking about?
The one where the little kid.
yes, but
Yeah.
he was watching kiddie porn. Of
course.
So
Yes.
it's also like, well, I mean,
Yeah, don't have any
hang on a
skeletons
second here
in your fucking closet.
Yeah, I
Right.
know I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
At worst, I'm like Googling the same movie actor 6 times in a row, which could be weird. You know what I mean? Like my thing-
What are the 6
No,
different
honestly-
Google searches that you got to do?
And also, like, my thing, well, I mean, I'll look up Tom Cruise a bunch in a single night. But, like, I'll also look up, like, weird things. Like, my conspiracy brain, like, takes me down weird rabbit holes. So, yeah, I've typed in Mein Kampf a couple times into Google. That's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
I just want to finish reading where I left off.
Like, in the eyes of the government, you're not, I would say,
I've also checked it out at a public library, too. So,
you're not, like, the first on their list of, like, suspicion, but you're somewhere on that list, I would say.
which I think is kind of like, I should be at the bottom.
Like, what's the weirdest thing you've searched up? What's the weirdest thing you guys have searched up that you're willing to put on this podcast?
I couldn't even begin.
Oh man,
I don't think I could think of it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I know that I have. So on our podcast that we have for New Crits, I know that I've had to search things.
Yeah.
Where I've said on recording like, oh man, this is gonna fuck my Google's algorithm up for a while here because it was a weird question or somebody posed something in a weird way. It's mostly that kind of stuff. It's more just to see like what comes up when I type this in.
I will say there have been a couple of times where I'm like, I should probably put this in incognito mode.
Does no one have specific examples?
I know that's a moment of realization.
Like as a kid, I used to like go to like rotten.com. Do you guys remember rotten.com?
No, what is that?
Yeah. Bunch of dead bodies and people peeing on each
so
other.
like, like stuff like that where I'm like, I wonder if that website's still around, which it's not.
Lemon Party.
So
still
probably
out.
like recent. I never did Lemon Party, but like recent
Lemon Party.
Recently,
lemonparty.com.
I'm okay. I'm recording on this laptop. Busy. Keep going.
No, I was gonna say it's just like probably more recently. It's like rotten.com.
Wow.
It'd be the worst thing.
Okay,
which
gotcha.
maybe I was feeling dark and I just wanted to see some fucked up shit again. Just take me back.
I was a live leak
You
guy.
do seem like you were that type of middle schooler, which is why you probably intimidated
And
me.
I was thinking the same thing. It's like it wasn't more so that I was an intimidating person. It was probably just more so of like
the leather jacket with spikes.
I didn't ever have that. It was more so
But
probably
all your
just
friends
like
did.
If there was anybody in this setting that was going to do something, it's that guy. That was probably the intimidation you were getting.
You had this look that you were like up to something. You were up to something. Yeah. Do you remember I had puka shells?
No, well, I remember that.
Did you judge my puka shells?
I have puka shells.
Hey, that's
yeah,
why. We get
That
along.
doesn't surprise me at all.
Oh yeah,
And
absolutely.
honestly, the two groups of people who would have puka shells.
Yeah.
We should. Do you think you could bring them back?
Puka shells?
Yeah.
Aren't they back?
There is a kid
Are
at
they
the high
back?
school.
Dude,
a
it's all
little
of
bit,
it's all of the
a little
90s
bit.
right
There's
now.
some there's some kids at the high school who wear puka shells.
Really?
It's all
Well, yeah,
about
they got
the
like
90s.
the fucking what do you call it?
Like the Gen Z
hair.
haircut?
Yeah. The look. The
Hair?
Ski jump.
Can you guys put some like hair on me?
I will try my best.
Cool.
Can you just put
edited.
Matt's hair on his head?
Yeah.
I could try my absolute best. Christian, in the future when you're editing that, whatever tools you have, try to do that. What? So wait, is like you're talking about like a ski jump type of hair?
Yeah, the ski jump.
Because
Oh,
I
you know
had that.
exactly what he's talking
The
about.
bowl cut ski jump.
What kind of hair did you have in middle school? You
I
had
had-
like the.
I had the long, super like long, and then I think in high school I started like tying it back, ponytail shit.
Oh, really? Your hair was that long?
And then for some reason, just the sides would curl.
Jewish.
Wow,
Just
that's
the
very
sideburns
A
would.
little bit Jewish.
Yeah.
Hasidic Jew.
So I'd have these little just ringlets on just the sides.
It's very moil of you. Yeah.
Not us Gentiles wouldn't get it.
I used to do this thing where I'd wear a beanie, and then I would do the ski jump in front of the beanie, which was the silliest look, and I thought it looked great. But now it makes sense that
Well, it's the same thing as this fad, right? Like those kids are gonna look back and be like, "What the hell was going on there?"
I do think that like no matter what you did in high school, no matter how cool or great or timeless you thought it was, in about 5 years you're gonna look back and be like, "What the fuck?"
I don't know, Matt. You recently just posted something of like a band that you were in. Like, was that in high school or early college type thing?
Yeah, early college for that one.
Gotcha. You were really you looked really cool there too. I mean, you look really
Thanks,
cool
man.
now, but like you also had the vibe back then too.
Yeah, that was my whole life, dude. That was my life. I loved it. And yeah, even now looking back at that, I'm like, what the fuck? You know, because it was such the emo.
Different time.
Yeah, it was a different time. But at the time, that was so fucking cool to look like that.
What would? Go ahead.
I was just gonna say when we reconnected again, like I didn't even really necessarily because I remember you as my brother's friend's brother.
Yeah.
And so it was always kind of like, yeah, I know what Matt looks like, but I don't really know Matt. And so like to see you now as a person, it's like, oh yeah, oh fuck, that's right. He did have a whole different persona, like a whole different group and like life and a whole different.
You have a very proper demeanor now.
Yeah.
Like you have good I have no I don't think that you would have like
No
any
notes?
back issues. No notes. No notes.
Well, thank you. And it's the funny thing is, even in my band days, I still was this person. Like, I definitely had that. I
That's not
don't
a surprise.
belong, fit here person. I mean, all my friends like partied and they were hardcore into that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And that was not me. I had to look because you kind of have to be a performer and to be in that space.
Yeah.
But as far as my personality, I've always just been a huge nerd. I just wanted to go home after shows and play video games, watch movies. Like that's.
But
what
I
wanted
also
to do.
like music.
But I also like music and I like performing. I love being on stage in front of people is like my favorite. I feel at home there.
That's unbelievable.
So I
I
would
just
do
never would've
that,
thought.
get that high, and then go, all right, bye. And I would just leave when everyone else would go back to the house or party or stay in the green room.
Keep it going.
Yeah, keep it going. I would be out.
You're like, I got it.
Yeah, I did my thing. I'm gone.
Do you ever relate to Christian Bale in American Psycho? Like very beginning, before he starts going like just like even the remote, just like the very beginning.
What if Matt's answer is no, but it's when he chops up Jared Leto?
Yeah. Well, okay. It's specifically what are you talking
His
about?
morning routine.
His morning routine and the sit-ups, and then when he's like looking in the mirror.
Yeah, do you fuck girls and look in the mirror?
Well, I mean, yeah.
who hasn't though?
Yeah,
That's a regular.
I don't, because that'll make me
But you
softer than a
have
motherfucker. It's the scariest thing.
Have you?
If the lights are off,
What if the lights are off? Then you look in the mirror.
because I don't want to see myself. Then I'm
Oh,
just like, yeah,
everybody's done it though.
Yeah.
sadly.
I mean,
Sadly.
Sadly.
You need a little more self-love, buddy.
I'm
You look
focusing on
great.
the subject at hand. Thank you. But still, body dysmorphia plays a damn thing, especially when you grow up fat. So, but don't worry, I'm fucking good, dude.
So that like a motherfucker.
Yeah, like a motherfucker, man.
What was the transition like for you though, from that type of style to where you're at now?
Hard. Oh my God. That was my identity. That was my whole life.
Did you read like a home and garden magazine? You're like, what the fuck am I doing?
Kind of.
What the fuck am I doing with my life?
Kind of. I was embarrassed to tell people that I was a real estate agent because my entire life and persona was music and being a creator and a performer.
Sure.
Everything I had, just put everything I had into it because you have to as an artist of any kind or a creator of any kind. And so switching over to real estate was really mentally challenging for me. And it took me a while to be able to shed that skin of just who I really identified as to move into the next segment of my life.
It's crazy. You could sing. Like, I saw videos of you
You
sing.
could
you
sing,
know,
dude.
let's everyone
You
calm
could
the fuck
sing.
down.
You
You
could
could.
Everybody
sing.
gets it. Welcome to
You
Singing
could
101.
No, dude, it's upsetting because I wish I'm
upsetting.
fine with you having that voice. I
But
just
you
wish
don't
you were
get to
shorter.
look like this all the
yeah,
time.
I'm just saying. Like, it's like you take up you look like you cover distance when you walk.
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
I walk with a purpose.
Yeah.
I bet it takes you no time to get from Main Street USA to Toontown.
Can I tell you? This is a story only you're going to relate to.
I know.
So I was at Disney's.
What are you saying, huh?
Are you a Disney?
Are you a big Disney
child
fan?
too?
I am a I'm a big Disney fan.
I'm a
Not
Disney
huge,
adult.
Yeah, right.
but I do like to try to go to Disneyland at least
I don't
once a
know
year.
where child came from.
All right, so let me.
You're a Disney fuck. How about that?
So Oogie Boogie Bash
Yes, went last year.
last year. It was wild,
Oh my
right?
God, when did you go?
I don't remember the date.
I don't either, but wasn't it great? Sit, talk to me, and it was so fucking great.
Anyways, so
Eat my butt.
we had to get from one side of the park to the other, and my brother and I apparently everybody calls it that. We call it Disney walking, where you kind of get in this flow of the crowd and you just move and dart, and it's a dance.
It's a ballet.
It is. It is. It's an
You're
art
spinning.
form.
I'm
and
too
you're
nice
like,
for that.
Yeah, you are.
No. But that's the thing is you don't inconvenience anybody else around you. That's the true art of it.
That is.
How sick would it be though if like you Disney adults like knew the dance and then you
All
guys
at
did
once?
just kind of like twirl and about throughout?
But that's the thing. No.
How sick would that be?
Some synchronicity.
It's more like jazz, Roland.
Oh,
Yeah, you have to improv and move and change. Yeah, pow, pow. You just don't know what's going to happen next. 'cause
Sometimes you
people-
jump over the stroller. Sometimes you go around.
This
Exactly.
makes me not want to be part of your guys' world like no other.
That's fine.
That's
especially if you're saying
You know
jumping
what?
over the
It is
stroller.
for us.
Yeah.
It truly is.
It is.
Just for us. Karen does a better Disney walk than I do. It's the only time she walks fast. It's the only time she covers distance. And it's honestly kind of upsetting because my Disney way of enjoying it is getting just like
Obliterated.
Hammered.
stumble high
Yeah.
before I go into the
Oh
park.
yeah, I can
Stumble
relate
high.
to that.
And then drink as much as I can. Disneyland or California Adventures.
Or just anywhere outside of Disney, drinking out as much as you can.
I
is the
love
thing.
drinking outside of Disney, but like outside the fence, not like at a restaurant. Like, and I like trying to crawl in under the fence, see if I can get in without nobody noticing.
Someone
And
will
sometimes I
notice.
like cover myself like in a mole costume. I'm like, no, I'm with the costume people, and then they're like, there's no mole man today, and I'm like, no mole man today, and
These last 10 seconds have been a prime example of why I don't want you around children.
I
Speaking
work
of
with them daily.
children, congratulations on being a new father.
Thank you.
I do have a very important question since we're on the topic of Disney.
Is
Are
it
you
too late to give it back?
Are you going to? Are you the type of dad that would bring your baby to Disneyland?
No.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Well, so here's the thing. I mean,
Attaboy.
You mean
love-
baby?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No.
Like a
Sorry.
baby. Not
I
bring
mean,
a baby.
one is I'm just a super cheap fuck, and like I don't want to waste, the time that I'm gonna go.
But under 2 is free.
Is it?
I think so.
Yeah, under 2 is free.
You guys should know this shit, dude.
Yeah, we do.
We don't have
We
kids.
don't have 2 years
Off
old.
top.
We don't have 2-year-olds, dude.
We're Disney
It's like one of
adults.
those things where you want them to remember it. You know, so
Because otherwise, like, what's the point of taking them?
Yeah,
Exactly. So wait
exactly.
till they're 18, sneak in some booze with them, make
I
them
don't
carry
think,
it.
I don't think I went till I was like 7.
That's a solid age.
I think it's solid.
That's
and you
a
had a
good
good time.
Yeah.
You can
Because you
remember
got to
that.
have a couple of movies in your brain already.
Yeah.
Because my brother brought both of the babies, maybe not Kenzie, but we definitely brought Matthew when he was a baby, and then when he was a little bit older. And the second time was more
Wholesome.
fulfilling for the
Yeah.
adults because you can see him be like, oh, there's Daisy
Yeah, their
and there's
faces
Mickey.
are lighting up.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
even like, and then they know characters that I don't know, right?
Yeah.
Like I think Moana was big at that time, and I hadn't seen it yet, so he knows all the Moana people, and it's like,
love
oh,
Moana.
that, like he's introducing me to the characters now and stuff, and like that's the really.
So what is the proper age? When do we start actually developing a frontal lobe where we could remember
men
shit?
are like
I'd say
25.
four.
The frontal lobe doesn't.
Frontal lobe is like 23. I think.
That's way
for
later.
men, yeah.
I'm still working on it.
I would say 4 at the least.
Okay.
I was going to say 5. I was
Yeah.
going to say 5.
Yeah.
Also a height thing too. I think 36 inches for is the majority of the rides at Disney.
Dude, because I do not want to deal with having to take like a kid to a ride that's just gonna make them throw a tantrum because they're not tall enough.
Oh, and I'm also not riding Dumbo.
Oh, what's wrong
Not
with Dumbo?
wasting my time on that bullshit.
Dumbo's fine. I would ride that.
We're riding Rise of the Resistance, Indiana Jones, Thunder Mountain, Space Mountain.
with a 5-year-old.
What about Toy Story?
You're getting on or you're getting out.
Which
Toy
Toy
Story? Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Toy
Both
Story
of 'em.
Mania, where we're shooting
Yeah,
the
yeah,
things.
What about Spider-Man? Have you guys been on the new Spider-Man
No.
ride?
Yes.
I haven't been in.
It's gonna hurt your arms.
Probably like 8-9 years.
Dude, if you're double barreling it like this,
Oh, I'm
Oh,
only
it's
double
kind of
barrel.
nuts.
But
It's kind of crazy.
Quadruple.
If Christian is down, I will go with you guys.
all 4 of us
I
should
would
go.
love
If
to.
Christian's down,
And-
yeah.
Fuck
and
yeah.
Only if Christian's
We
down.
will
though.
like.
Why am I the determining factor?
Because I don't want to just go with them two. I have to have some relatability.
Oh yeah, that'll be
Like,
me. That'll
yeah.
be me. Like I'm cool about it. Like I'm super chill. Like,
Can
but I'm
we
not
get
like.
the child leash, and me and Matt will wear the child leash, and you guys just hold on, and we'll just like pull you guys.
No,
Like,
I'm
down.
I'm down to just lose you guys, and then we'll find you at the end of the day.
We'll just go. We'll do like a little food tour. Like, and we'll
I'm
like
down for that.
Yeah, we'll like record it and shit.
Oh, if
Wait,
we go
I
to
wanna be on
California
the-
Adventure, we
I wanna
can
be
get
on
some
the
good
booze
liquor.
tour. Wait, I don't want to be with Matt now. Hang on a second. Matt's not going to be. Oh,
know
you might
what?
be on the booze tour with me for Disney.
oh, I absolutely
yes,
will
you
to
would
it.
be on the booze tour
Absolutely.
for Disney. Epcot. Should we all go to Epcot and drink around the world?
Done it.
That's what I
Yes,
really
it's
want to do.
incredible.
I really want to take mushrooms and go to Avatar.
Okay.
Oh We are-
That would scare the
yes!
fuck out of me.
no!
I would. You're not. You're like anti fun guy.
Not anti. I just
He's
it's not for me.
anti-fun guy.
He has to be in total control.
I
yes.
understand
Yeah.
that.
Okay,
my
so
fantasies, yeah.
so
Yeah.
just stems for Matt. Caps
Yeah,
for
right.
me.
Yeah. Sure.
See, I'm open to trying mushrooms, but like,
Oh, you haven't.
I've said this before on the podcast. The only time I've tried mushrooms was like late high school or early college, but I was blackout drunk, so I don't remember.
yeah, it's not a
thing.
good- yeah.
Yeah, I was just like
And actually, I think that's like a reaction, isn't it? When you take mushrooms and drink alcohol,
they interact really.
like like it makes you like puke.
Definitely
or something.
done it.
Holy
Yeah.
shit!
Yeah.
Have you've done that before? Mushrooms and
I've done it all. I've done the hippie flip. I've done it all.
the fuck is a hippie flip?
We'll bleep this
Isn't
part
that a
out. But it's when,
skateboard
it's
trick?
when you do it.
Oh shit.
Oh shit, dude!
Damn, dude.
How many brain cells do you have left?
You know what? Those don't kill brain cells. Things like ecstasy and shit kill brain cells.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So no, actually my brain, technically, I don't want to get too scientific with you. My neural pathways are actually more open because I've had those experiences. So my brain technically works better.
It actually it checks out.
I'm
Yeah.
not trying to be an asshole, but if you're saying that I'm killing brain cells, technically the opposite is scientifically happening.
All right, between you guys, because it seems like you guys have experimented more than Matt and I have. I don't know. I'm not gonna speak for you.
No.
In what ways have your neural pathways opened? List 5 ways your guys' brains are better than mine right now.
Okay,
That's
I
good.
don't know about better than yours, but I will say I definitely had the realization when I was like trying drugs and like experimenting and learning about myself and learning about people, of being like, this is gonna sound like I was a horrible person before, but like the acceptance of gay and like homosexual and like the opposite lifestyle of something that I don't understand or don't get. I can remember growing up and like not understanding it, not getting it, and especially in the household that I grew up in, like even like not liking it and maybe even like really building up that wall and having that moment of like opening up my brain and opening my life up to experiences and being like, they just fucking love people. Like they just want to be loved and have love and just let them have love and be loved. Like that for sure was one of the experiences that I gained from like experimenting and trying things and being like, not to say I was unloved, didn't think that they deserved love before, but like,
It opens up your I would say kind of similar, not in that sense, but
That was very extreme. I didn't mean like I was like took a hit of weed and was like they should be able to be gay, but it was like over time I was just like I don't know why people make it such a big deal.
To me, it's more so like it does open your mind to what like. This is gonna sound kind of cheesy, but like the real meaning of life is, and then you kind of forget it.
Yeah.
As time goes,
but
and then you do it again, and then it's like, oh shit, it's there again.
Yeah. What was the real meaning of life when you were like tripping on these?
I think it's not really, and I don't ever get to the point where I'm just like straight up like hallucinating.
That's it.
Yeah, it's not like
Bingo.
that. It's more so. Ask your question again.
Like, what was the meaning of life?
To me, it's more so just that like. Everybody needs to be better people, essentially, and then like kind of remember that. You know what I mean? Just like calling.
Always goes back to love.
Yeah, basically love.
You being a dad now, like, what have you learned? I know that's a big question, but for some context, Melissa and I have had a recent conversation, and as of right now, we do not want children.
Yeah,
we don't want kids. So like, I always like to hear the other end.
I will say this:
you want one?
Respect and value the fucking time that you guys have right now.
That's what I hear. A lot of people,
everybody. Like the amount of time that it takes away from you, and then like just nonstop, like just picture anything. That Sunday where you were like just watch movies all day, or you know what I mean, you just get to have that hangover, or
you don't get that,
dude. It's everything is gone. It's just nonstop exhaustion, nonstop holding, you know, and then like that holding makes the back hurt, and like it's amazing.
See, this is like every single time I've talked about, like I've told at least a handful of like friends that are parents. Yeah. I've said like, hey, Melissa and I, we actually don't want kids. And they're just like, no, it's fucking amazing.
So that's the thing. It's true. It's amazing. And it's a shit. It's a eating shit all the time.
Okay.
Eat shit and it's amazing at
and
the
smile.
same time.
I have no doubt that the people that I've spoken to are amazing fathers and mothers in the way that they speak about their children, but you guys do need to become better like convincers.
Advocates for it.
Yes, because a lot of people are just straight up like, you'll never regret it, but I also only got 2 hours of sleep. I got
also
throw
really
over my
regret
shirt.
it.
Yeah, I'm like I can't hang out until like, I don't know, next May or some shit like that.
I will say, like, I mean, like we were talking about on the way up here, like me and Sam being together for 11 years.
Damn.
We were thinking, like, we talk about that a lot, where like she wanted kids a lot earlier, and I was always just like holding out. And
pulling out. Yeah.
But it's one of those things where we talk about like, dude, could you imagine if we had kids like when we were at this stage? Or, you know, or we see people having kids that like are together for like 6 months or a year, and they're like, damn, we're like, damn, you know, like good luck to them type of thing.
You don't even know what their farts
because
smell
you have
like.
to be so solid. And I know you guys have been together for a really long time,
Almost 10. Man.
Yeah, so it's like, and you know, you guys own a house together and shit now, and all that stuff. So you guys are, you know, you're pretty much there. But I will say, like, it did kind of. I feel like we were getting to like a point where we were kind of like doing the same things over and over again in our life.
Yeah.
And not like you have to have a kid to like
spice it
get
up.
out of like spice it up or anything like that.
What's next?
But at the same time, like you wouldn't trade any like all the stuff that I'm telling you, and like, you know, just like the constant tire, you know, exhaustion you feel and things like that. You wouldn't trade it. Yeah.
It's all worth it. That's
what if I'm already constantly tired and exhausted?
Yeah, exactly, dude. I feel that same exact thing.
It's just like I don't know how I could be more tired.
And at the end of the day, like usually the woman is still taking on the brunt. Of that.
Well,
exhaustion. I'm not touching on that.
Yeah, man. Like you've.
Do I have to say anything, boys? Guys,
I do.
I think we're all in agreement.
It sounds like you got to
here.
do another hippie flip so that you can realize some shit.
Here's one thing though that like I
baby.
love that like I heard Bill Burr say, where he's like, you know, like they'll be like, you know, the woman's like it's the hardest job in the world, like raising the kid and stuff like that, and like Bill Burr's like, you know what, dude, you're not gonna sit here and tell me that thing that you love more than anything in the world, and you could just spend every second with. Like that's the hardest job in the world.
Sure.
So I will try and throw that like on Sam every once in a while, where I'm like, hey, at the end of the day, I would rather do what you do than what I do.
Fuck yeah.
You know, it's just how I feel. But it is like seeing what she goes through, it is very mentally taxing.
It has to be a lot.
Yeah.
In the future, is the answer not maternity leave, but like swap days of jobs with your significant other? So you'd be like, yeah, I'll work this week, but then next week I get to be stay-at-home dad and you have to be a lawyer.
That would be sick if you owned a business together. That would work perfectly
Yeah,
if you
it
owned a
would.
business together. Yeah.
Then you
This
could
is our
figure it out.
bodega, and this is how we do it.
Right.
Matt, do you want kids? Is that like something in the foreseeable future?
I do.
Well, guess what we have in the next room?
An extremely
We
fertile
have Matt's
woman.
new kid.
Yours is way dirtier than what me and Roland were on.
That's what that room. I knew there was something up with that room.
That's why it's
dude.
a bare mattress with a light.
Guys, let's not fucking put my guest room out there.
Well, you put the handcuffs away, so that's nice.
It is a sketch room, but we'll talk about that later. Matt,
A sketch room?
Sketch, yeah. Just go in there.
A
and
sketchy
doodle.
room. Oh, okay,
Sketchy
okay,
room.
okay.
Yeah, I do. I definitely get to segue very clunkily back into this. I do want kids. Yeah, I love kids. It
You're
just
good with
hasn't.
kids, too.
I like kids, man, because I have my niece and my nephew who I love. There's Ollie is like basically my godson who I also love. Christy, the redhead that you saw me with the other day, her son. We're super close, and so it's just I really love kids. It just hasn't made sense to me. And honestly, I haven't been with somebody that long in order to really feel like I want a kid with that person. Yeah. And so, it's definitely like I should probably have one soon if I'm going to have one. But I want to make sure that it's the right time for me because I come from a divorced family.
Okay.
And I see what it's like when two people shouldn't have had kids in the first place and how the fallout of that has affected.
Sure.
And I'm sure that's probably over-affected me in a little bit from taking that step, but it's something, yeah, right? Yeah, right? Yeah, no, for sure.
It doesn't seem like it was a simple question.
Yeah, right? But it is something I would love to have kids, and I fully hear everything. And from my friends who've had kids as well, as tough as it is in the beginning, they always say it gets easier as time goes on because their sleep schedule gets a little more, and then eventually they go to school for half of the day.
Like older,
you start to get a little bit
Then
more
they go to
of your time
college,
back.
and then they leave, and then they kill you, and then that's it.
Yeah, that's it. They're on the news. They're infamous. Yeah.
I had a conversation with somebody at work the other day, and they're like, I just really hope my kid isn't the one who comes to school with like pink fuzzy ears and a tail sticking out of their pants and stuff. And I was like, honestly, I would be happy if that was my kid.
Yeah.
If they're
I was like,
happy.
the only thing I don't want to do is be on the news trying to like explain the actions of my child.
I never saw it coming. There
Yeah.
were no signs.
You know,
Who
he
knew?
loved Call of Duty, but I didn't think that meant anything. And it's just like, that's really the problem we should be worried about. Because kids are going to be weird.
Yeah.
Kids are fucking weird.
It could always be worse.
Yeah.
And if you're worried, it's like if you're worried about them
putting on kiss makeup
Yeah.
every day, yeah, do it. Fuck yeah. I don't give a
Yeah.
shit.
Go ahead. As long as you're a good
I'll
person.
be Gene Simmons
Yeah.
today.
Yeah, as long as you're a good person, I don't care what you do.
dude, I
do
want
not
my
care.
kid to be weird. If I were
Yeah.
to have a kid, I would rather my kid be weird. I feel like
Yes.
there's less to worry
It
about.
is rough, though, because other kids are, being a different person will always be tough for that person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's never easy in that moment. Does it end up being okay? Can it make them a better, stronger, wiser person? Sure. But it could also go the other way. Like, sometimes, it doesn't end up being a building up moment for kids, right? They can sometimes like take it to heart and then they're just like, I guess I am a piece of shit. And
I've
it's
said this in the past before, but I think the thing I want most for my child is
six pack.
for them to grow up ugly. Because if they grow up ugly, they'll have more of a personality.
For sure.
That's definitely like mostly a joke. I would love for them to grow up beautiful and still have
And have a good personality, yeah.
Yes, that'd be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
But,
but you kind of hate those people too.
yeah.
They have everything.
You know what I mean? You're kind of just like, I'm
Don't look at me, dude. High school, middle school, those were some rough years.
Yeah,
Can
we
you send me
didn't-
pictures that I could put up on the podcast?
Absolutely.
because you're gonna need to back that up a little bit.
Absolutely.
And I have a picture you can use instead.
Yeah.
Well, who's the gross? What the fuck, dude?
It wasn't a gross thing. I did.
Sounds like you gotta do a hippie flip to go actually rearrange your entire way of thinking.
I gotta go.
Wait, so who do we think was the ugliest middle schooler here? Could have been you. I think you were like the most symmetrical.
I think I was weird looking, dude. Like with the
Weird
long,
looking.
with the long hair. It was I think I threw people off a little
Well,
bit.
we can have the audience vote. We'll all put a picture of our eighth
Yeah,
grade year up.
that'd be
Yes.
great.
and if
That'd be
anyone
great.
actually votes, we call them creeps.
yeah.
That one's
Voting on little children.
He's so pretty.
You had long. Did it cover your eyes a little bit?
Did it cover your nose?
Oh no, so I did have the fucking swoop.
The swoop
Yeah.
bang?
Yeah.
That's called the Justin Bieber.
The swoop
Yes,
scares me.
but it was before Justin Bieber.
Well, he made it popular.
Did you have hair that covered your eyes?
Not covered my eyes, but I had the emo swoop. So it was longer, but it came down kind of like this.
If I remember, you cut the holes out of your eyes too. So.
How often did you guys have to do the hair flip with having long hair like that? You guys have to like get. It
I
out your
never
forehead?
did.
I feel like
No.
that was kind of before the hair flip too.
So what, you would just like kind of like tuck it
Yeah,
behind
yeah,
the
it's
ear?
the one.
Not like
the middle
that.
finger too. Not like this or not like this. It would be.
One single one.
I do one of these.
You still do that, and it's actually more often than I should like.
Shut up. Real quick question, just because I need to ask this before we just get so far off. Have you been to Club 33 before?
Yes.
Why are we?
Club 33 Brothers.
Oh, Matt, have you not been?
I've not.
Oh,
How'd you get in?
I had an aunt whose company had a permanent table there.
Hell yes.
And it was my 13th birthday, and we got to sit in the trophy room, which had all of like these birds and small animals that I guess Walt and his brother had hunted. And it was really cool. And they had a little cake that had my name written on it. And it's still to this day, top 3 steaks I've ever had in my life.
Wow, that's awesome because I had the worst fucking experience.
Oh! That happens. You're not the first person to tell me that.
Dude. Yeah.
I went in the early aughts, like 2003 or 4, when I think it was still very, very, very.
They were like on their fucking game.
They had they had like snow crab legs, just like to serve for you to just get. That was the antipasta, and of course the full bar. And but I was, like I said, turning 13, so my brother was maybe I was younger than that because I don't think my brother was even 18. So it was like a really interesting moment for us, but it was a very like posh thing, and I have seen it kind of deteriorate a little bit from what I've heard.
I don't want to hear people complain about having access to Club 33.
Yeah, right. I'm like one of the biggest Disneyland fans, and I've never had the opportunity to go.
I only hear it. I don't even think it exists.
wild that you haven't found that in yet.
I don't know so many people.
Are we talking to 2 people with ins at the moment?
Well, so my
I don't.
inn was very niche. It was basically, so Sam's family used to own the tea room,
Yeah.
Amelia Tea Room. So one of the regulars there, her brother was like really high up at Disney. Mm-hmm. So that's how they got the inn. They were like, "Hey, we're going to Disneyland like this time. Is it possible for you to get us in?" She put in the request, and then they got us in. But yeah, I think when I went, so it was probably like 8 or 9 years ago, way before you went. But like they were saying, after, they were saying like, there's, people were telling us you can't take pictures in there or anything. We were able to do like all that.
Yeah, ours was very strict.
I was so like, I was like stuffing like in the bathroom, like all the Club 33 stuff in my pockets and shit like that to just,
Rightly so.
Yeah. And I got it in like little scrapbooks and shit. And I don't even give a fuck about it. That's what's so funny.
Did you get the gum wrapper?
I think so. I got like, so
it was like a matchbook, but instead of matches, it's the gum
Yeah.
that you spit away.
I would do that too, yeah.
Yeah, so even the napkins in the bathrooms were like legitimate towels.
Yes.
Almost
Like hand towels?
Yes, almost.
Hand towels.
But it is napkins.
Because I did this last week. I went to a winery.
Yeah.
And, I went to the Stanley Ranch in Napa. If you guys are familiar, the place is bougie as fuck.
Never heard of Stanley Ranch.
You rent a fucking if you book a place, you book basically a cottage for like $1,500.
Yeah, you're balling, dude.
Balling.
I see you.
Damn. Melissa,
I didn't need to drop the number there.
We get it. So we
just get couches.
Hey, when you go to the directory, hit Baltazar, and then I will buzz you in. So.
guys,
Hippie will answer the phone and let you in with the code.
Do not call me out like that. You guys are just making fun of my crack den guest room, and now we're all making fun of like me being in the gated community.
You chose to make that room look like that. The blood wasn't
First
there
of
when
all,
you moved in.
I didn't book a cottage there. We had brunch there, motherfuckers. I was gonna say I went into the bathroom and I stuffed some of those very thick napkins in my pocket, and that's really showing how much I make in a year.
You guys got to go to. But you make a lot of money. You could go to really, really, really nice. I've been to nice restaurants, steakhouses, and stuff that have those napkins also, and I've even made the comment being like, "These are the same towels that they have for Club 33."
Did you stuff them in your pockets?
No, because I've seen them 4 or 5 times now.
Yeah.
Unless they have that Club 33 logo on it, you don't need it.
I don't need a Ruth's Chris napkin.
Yeah.
No, I need it for those very tough spills.
Just go to
Those very tough spills in kitchens.
Go to your favorite restaurant. No, but I mean,
Wait up. I want to move the conversation back to Matt because I have a question. So you said you didn't want to have kids. Is the hurdle more so of like finding the right woman, or is it the timing of like I'm not ready yet?
No, it's not the readiness part because I as Roland kind of alluded to, you'll always look back and think that you're not ready no matter what time that is. And I've heard that from a lot of people, is there isn't just a right time to do it. For me, it's finding the right partner that I want to take that on with, that I trust and see a future with, and just enjoy being around for that amount of time. I'm really picky with who I give my time to because I don't have a lot of it for myself.
Yeah.
So I really want to make sure that I am with somebody for a long time that I truly enjoy being around.
What are some red flags in a woman?
Ooh, not having
5'6", 300 pounds, doesn't know how to drive a stick shift, never been on a boat, hasn't seen the
It's like
cliffs of Greenland.
Mauricio from Shallow Hal.
I was about to say, have you read my Tinder profile? Have you seen
5'6"
it?
and under need not apply.
Red flags. Honestly, there aren't too many, to be honest with you, because to me, it's all about vibe. I don't really care who or what you are. Like, if you have that spark and can keep my attention.
So what are the green flags then? What is it something that a girl could do at a dinner where you're like,
Yeah, what's the perfect
she's
girl?
it?
Oh man, that's really tough.
Like if she puts her knife down in the middle of her steak and she's just like, Matt, do you think Princess Leia should have been in charge of leading the rebel resistance? Or do you think it should have gone to a real general?
That's a great conversation starter.
That's actually a great
That's
conversation.
a great.
starter.
If she hit me with that, I'd be
You'd be like,
oh,
I know
well,
a courthouse down the street.
I see
I'm
a
in
spark
love.
right here already.
I'm in love.
Yeah.
I'm in love. Absolutely. It's really, to me, it's sense of humor. Sense of humor is the number one with a bullet sense of humor. If they can keep me laughing and I can do my little silly tangents and they're interested in it, that's all I need.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
all. I'm like a pixie, like Tinkerbell. Like if you clap and give me attention, I will just always be alive.
Oh, you'll
always.
love it. Well, you're a
Oh.
performer. That's
That's
why.
the thing. That's what I
Yeah.
need. I need that.
Oh, that's funny. I didn't think about that.
I need
yeah,
that.
That's fucking good. Dude.
It's weird. It's
That's fucking
crazy.
good.
It's
Oh,
fucking,
yeah.
We
I've
need
said that.
validation.
Well, that's why I need to start doing more compliments to you too.
Well, I mean, it's fine.
Yeah.
Try
You
right
know?
now. Let's take some time for Roland to like just do some.
Dude, you've been doing a great job with all the posting of the podcast clips.
Wow.
You've been
Oh,
freaking
look at
killing
that's
it,
a
dude.
real
He's
fucking
blushing. He
that's
likes
a
it.
real
He
blush.
does like it.
Yeah, that's a real
So
blush.
you can compliment then, Roland, is what we're learning here.
I can. It's just not one of. It's just like the amount of shit in my mind. That's not.
Oh, I get
Sweating,
it.
Yeah.
dude. I'm sweating a little bit now.
Other things are showing too.
What does Matt like? Does Matt not give you enough insults? You think? You think it's too many compliments? Do you think we should give him a
No,
moment
he's definitely
to,
not over here like fucking like kissing my feet.
No,
or
no,
nothing.
no,
Yeah.
no. Yeah, no, we have a good banter. We have a good
okay.
banter. But if he posts something, he does a lot of content creation, and if he posts something that really resonates or is a really good idea, I try to be the first person to be like, "Hey, dude, this is really good. Like, this is fantastic. What
nice.
you're doing is great. Keep this up. This is super creative," or whatever the case is. I try to, because at the end of the day, I don't have too many close friendships. I have a lot of acquaintances, but not too many really close friendships. And I think we have really built that up over the last couple of years.
Definitely.
And so I really want to make
getting there.
sure
We're getting there.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
it's
We're almost. We're almost there.
Yeah, I always have to do shit like that.
almost there.
See it. You
Yeah.
can see it in your guys' relationship from like, I mean, on the post and with the podcast, and even before that, from when you guys were just kind of like circling around each other, right? It's like, oh, you can see how the growth of the relationship has come very
Yeah, I
naturally.
think one of the things that really kind of like solidified it to me is we threw a real estate showcase seminar, I don't know what you want to call it, where the two of us worked really hard on it and we hosted it as well, duo. Like,
And I fucking bombed.
you did great.
Do you think you bombed?
He carried me. He carried.
Wait, let's talk- can we talk about
yeah,
that?
100%.
What's the? Why do you think you bombed?
Yeah,
So-
I'm curious to hear that.
Because let me put it this way: if you were at the same energy level as me, people would have been like, "Dude, these dudes do not belong up there."
But I think
What
that's
was
what
your energy
works
level?
for
Maybe the
us.
It was
Contrast.
just nervousness. It was like he's very used to being up on stage.
Sure,
I'm
sure.
not. You know what I mean? Like I can do good with content and things like that, and like creative ideas and shit. But when it comes to being up on stage, it's just I've never been there before. So even leading up, I was wanting to prepare a bunch, and he was just super comfortable. He's like, "Dude, we'll be fine.
We got it.
dude. We got it, right?" Because that's him.
that's us too.
So like, yeah, people could 100% see my nervousness. It was kind of like like not saying that I'm cool, but it was like the trying to be cool guy, and then like the funny like dorky guy.
Yeah,
You
sure.
know what I mean? So
I think
yeah,
you're being too hard on yourself.
I don't think so, dude.
I do. I really
think I'm
think
being.
so.
I think I'm very self-aware.
But you can be too self-aware to where that goes into getting a little bit
Yeah.
too much in your own head about it.
Yeah.
I think that if you have two people who are just wild, I think there's not something to ground the
And that's why I say why I say you carried me.
but it's not carrying
Yeah.
them. We just give so I actually thought about this on the way over here.
This is awesome. It's so-
Right?
I just love-
Working
It's like
together.
a therapy session.
Well, it's true. It's true. And
Usually it's people listening to our
Yeah.
shit, and that's not.
It's like, Christian, we're not alone.
Yeah.
We're not alone.
Yeah.
There's people like us.
Yeah, what I thought of the drive over is just from the content that we create and the way we kind of have worked with our podcast and all that kind of stuff is you're the foundation and I'm the flourish. And I think that's a really good.
Yeah,
and I
that's a
also
great
thought,
way to
what
put
a
it.
great restaurant name, Foundation and Flourish.
Oh,
Dude,
fuck yeah.
I'd hell eat
What do you
there.
call those? The ands? What do you call? Like, there's a name for like those, like farm and flower.
Alliteration.
Alliteration?
No, alliteration is when they have the same first letter.
Yeah, Farm and Flower.
Yeah, so farm. Something.
Kind of,
Foundation
it's
and
almost
Flourish.
that.
Oh,
Foundation and
Well,
flourish.
Yeah.
I guess those all
Why
start
are
with
those
F.
so in right now?
It's the trend, dude.
Makes
So
our
is
brain
that so
happy.
weird?
Yeah.
It's a trend, dude.
Peasant and the pear.
Yeah, it's those and puns that
Yeah.
could sell any
Penis and pussy.
business. That's just no, and that makes a baby.
What was the name? What was the name I had? The restaurant name?
You had a couple.
Check and Box.
Oh, is that what it was?
Check
Yeah, that's really
and
good.
Box and check.
Box and check. Two of
you-
those. Yeah, because
at
you're
the
gonna
end
get
of
the
the
check.
meal,
Box and check.
You
Yeah,
want to take a
box
box
and-
and the check? Isn't
It's
that
like we don't
That
do
works.
dessert
That kinda
here.
fucking
That fucking
we don't
does
do
work.
dessert. You eat and get the fuck out.
box and check? It's like it's like it's great food, but you want
Ooh.
to take that shit to go and you
Or
want
is
to
it
get
a
out.
boxing themed
Ooh,
restaurant?
Box.
And check your skills, bro.
It's like a bunch of boxers, like all over, like the artwork all over.
Yeah, and if you win,
We might have to do a 4-way restaurant now.
We might just have to do a 4-way.
Yeah.
You fucking yeah. You really should just let's just have that 4-way.
Can I ask you guys something about your podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you
Shout out
found-
real quick to
Yes.
the Bay Area Boys podcast.
Thank you.
How long did it take for you guys to come
Babs.
up with that name real quick?
Immediately.
Okay, because there's alliteration in that Bay Area Boys, and that's
Yeah.
just exactly what it's about. You guys are very topical with your guys' clips, so on and so forth. Anyway,
No, I agree. I also, me but double. When you guys do your show, your podcast, do you guys find like reoccurring, like listeners or commenters or people who are like always in the realm? And have you made a relationship with these people at all? Or
Well, I don't know if relationship is really the word. We just started about a month and a half ago, so we're still kind of coming up and
is it
getting
really,
our.
is it seriously that new?
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay, because I mean, it feels like it's been around for. Oh, I know it's new, but I feel like it's been more than a month.
No, we've been posting it. We've really started posting it, getting into the swing of things about a month and a half.
Wow, okay.
And I would say the most common commenters and listeners that we have are haters and trolls.
Well, I only brought this up because there's a certain guy who comments on all your fucking videos that I would like to just wring his fucking neck. And recently, he made his profile fucking private. So I just want to say to this motherfucker,
I
you're
wonder if that
following
was
the
purposeful.
community.
I just want this motherfucker to know that Izzy has always the worst fucking takes on everything you guys fucking say. And maybe you guys know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He's got 3 names. And he's also a real estate agent. But he also
Three first names.
Yeah. And
That's another real estate
real,
agent?
He's a real dick too, and it's like, man, this isn't helping your business at all by like having literally
Yeah.
every wrong take on.
Yeah.
Because you guys could say something like, "Aren't puppies really cute?" And he'd be like, "Puppies aren't cute. They kill kids every single fucking day." And it's like, bro. Don't fucking watch
Yeah.
the videos, bro. Like I've typed out full things.
And you're like, Karen, can I send this?
Not even. I'm just like,
I've done
just
that.
delete
before.
it.
Yeah.
It really just because. Woo!
I know, but that's what's so great, right? That's honestly part of the whole
thing
of it.
Yes.
Um,
Well, it's not like we don't have haters.
And-
We for sure have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we for sure did.
and that's like
Dude.
part of the thing that helps,
Push it. Yeah.
right, as far as TikTok and Instagram and stuff goes.
It's just this guy has the wrong take on it.
But I love it, and I think one of the comments I was like, dude, you're our biggest fan, because
Yeah.
he
Love
always comments, which is so fucking good. That's like you can't come back from that.
Nope.
That like, dude, you're our biggest fan.
Yeah, and the way I've always thought about it, just from being in a band, a lot of performers, content creators in this case, you almost fear the pushback or the negative comments about it. But the way I've always thought of it and kind of spinning it into a positive thing is being in a band. When we first started, who are the first people that see you play in your garage? Your friends and your family. What are they all going to say? You're so good.
Yep.
The bigger you get, the more haters you're going to have, just from sheer numbers. So if the more haters you have, the more people you are reaching, and that is a good thing. I mean,
That is a good
thing.
think of the biggest bands, like Fall Out Boy, for example. I know so many people who hate Fall Out Boy.
Well, you said Nickelback weird.
Yeah, well, but still.
Speaking of rocks, butt rock, we'll get into that.
What does that mean?
I want to let him finish.
Okay,
Just
all right,
keep
we'll
butt
come back to
Let's
that.
keep butt rock in the back.
Butt rock.
Okay, yeah, we'll keep it in the back of our minds for
Rock's
sure.
not
yeah.
leaving anytime soon.
I think that's a good thing, and the more, to me, again, that is a metric of how many more people you're reaching, because
Agreed.
it means you're going outside of your bubble and your little sphere, and that's what you want.
Yeah.
And any engagement is good engagement, especially on social media.
Yeah.
If you go back and forth, they're feeding the algorithm.
Feed the algorithm.
Feed the algorithm. Plus, it lets us either defend or expound on the position that we have,
For sure.
that other people might be fighting back against. And they might have a good point. And so that guy, actually, who I know you're talking about, I don't know if you've read, we went on like a maybe 15 or 20 response
I've
back.
read everything.
We came to a common ground.
Yeah.
Because we kept the conversation going.
Sure.
I really got to the crux of what his problem was. And I finally called it out and said, hey, what you just said, we can both agree on.
Was it the teacher one?
I'm something along those lines
Okay,
of
yeah.
like, he was like, well, it's the system that's the problem. I'm like, right.
It is.
Yes. So we agree. It's
Yeah.
not that teachers shouldn't be paid more. It's that the system should be fixed for everything that we talked about. And he basically kind of conceded that was the case.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, as long as you just keep having the conversation, this is how we can fix things.
things.
That's a whole another
I
can of
agree.
worms.
I'm with me. It's like I love every single person. Mushrooms.
It's all about the love. I get,
Yeah, right. It's like that's the thing is like I don't care if it's Trump, if it's Biden, if it's whatever it is. Like I will never not like a person because of that thing that they think.
Sure.
You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's like if you're a good person, you're a good person. You treat people well, you treat people well. But I think that's the thing with California and the Bay Area in general is the thing that drives a lot of that engagement is anything California, anything Bay Area for the most part, which is so great because with YouTube, it's the same thing. If you post things about the Bay Area or California about YouTube, the engagement you get and the thing that makes that video do better is because of everybody's hate for it.
For sure. Yeah.
Everyone has a criticism. We were talking to a content creator when we were down in LA, and we were seeking advice in terms of like, clips, like, because you have to be very topical.
Yeah.
And he said you want to start a dialogue. It has to be like almost a controversial topic, right? If you want to like start if you want to start this almost like not a community, but like there is this battle in the comment section, and it feeds that algorithm. It's engagement. You said any interaction or like any engagement is a good engagement, right? It's and it kind of sucks that we have to play into that, but like, which is perfect about your guys' podcast because it's about the Bay Area and everyone has something to say about the Bay Area. So what do you guys have to say about the Bay Area? Like, what are your guys' thoughts on it? You guys,
I love it here. I bought my first house in Benicia. It's
dude,
the town.
congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
I got him a
appreciate
great
that.
deal. It was like,
Only took 30%.
yeah.
Don't worry, Roland. I would use you as a real estate agent when buying a house because you're my friend and I appreciate you so much. And I would never go outside of this circle of trust and use somebody else that I don't know quite as well.
I think that's a slight at Christian, actually.
That is definitely is that a slide at me?
Oh, is it? Oh,
I don't think he went to either of you two.
It's like one of the things I feel like the reason why we started the podcast is like we just wanted to make sure that we were there and we were available
for our friends.
the
and
people,
family.
the people we grew up with and like just that we really care
It's
about.
like people
and
like, who would I talk to on a monthly basis?
Baddies, listeners of all ages.
why
This
I haven't
episode
bought a
is
house
brought
yet.
to you by the Bay Area Property Sisters.
no.
You said their names too.
No.
You said their names too.
Well, I remember we started a text thread.
Yeah.
And the second thing you guys said, because we were saying, hey, let's do a podcast, right?
Yeah.
This is like, I think late last year, right after I bought my home.
Yeah.
And then you guys had made a joke about like, oh man, I can't believe we lost to the Bay Area Property Sisters. And it's
Well, but that's your favorite podcast too, is the Bay Area Podcast Sisters.
the Bay Area Podcast Sisters. Well, the thing is that even though we had you guys on our podcast individually last year.
Didn't like your rates.
I was talking to Melissa. Melissa had already started a dialogue with Isabella and Elise. So
Dude, we
Don't look
care.
at me. I'm not.
They're
don't
awesome. They've been killing it.
They're awesome.
We
We don't
lost.
They got
We
this
lost.
one.
It's all right. It's
I
made us
didn't
better.
realize it was like a.
Do you not know real estate?
You don't realize that
I
it keeps
guess
us up
I
at
did.
night?
Honestly, though, you're not alone. Like this type
Name
of thing.
everybody else who
it
didn't go with
It
you.
happens all.
I
can't-
could.
I know you could.
Yeah,
Oh, I
he
could.
probably could.
Oh, I could.
But
Michael Jordan's Hall of Fame speech.
it's
You
one
said
of
I'd suck, and you said I'd suck.
I pretty much did that on one of my Facebook posts recently, where I sold the house for an amount of money that I heard other real estate agents talking shit about. And I was like, oh, by the way, I sold it for this amount in one day, so fuck off.
Dude, is it cutthroat? Is the real estate industry is it cutthroat amongst each other? But it's playful too, right?
At the end of the day, I think it is. At the end of the day,
playful.
no,
If
cutthroat.
you're lucky. Oh, yeah, it's definitely cutthroat.
At the end of the day, it is.
I honestly kind of it's a little annoying of an industry
Well,
could see
yeah.
in that sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know. I just don't like all the I hate the professionalism aspect of the industry.
What is that? What do you mean?
Like the personas that people put online that they have to put on.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So someone who you feel like is not being their authentic self.
Yes,
Like they're
100%.
putting on an act to try to get clients or show what
Yeah.
they think people would want to use.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I can 100%.
Which maybe is marketing, right, within itself, but
That's the game though, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, kind of.
Yeah.
Where's the fine line? Where's the balance in between the two?
I don't think there is one, to be honest.
Because
As long as you're not ethically doing something wrong, I feel like it's like performing, right? You can put out there whoever
whatever you think is
want
going to
to be.
resonate, right?
What about like the ghost real estate agent, the one who was like, I sell houses that have ghosts?
Is that a real thing?
That's some Nathan Fielder shit.
Yeah.
It was, but she went on to
exactly.
continue
Yeah,
to
yeah.
sell houses as
she's like,
the
yeah,
ghost
we'll do
realtor.
that. We'll do that.
She kept that going.
She did a seance, and she had a market for her,
She
right?
still sells
I was
houses
going to
as the
say,
ghost real
I
estate agent.
guarantee you there's a market for that.
Yeah.
Well,
I guarantee.
mean, they just sold, was it not Ted Bundy? John Wayne Gacy's house.
Oh, so she's like, oh, why
no,
don't
she
you do
didn't,
that?
but that one did get bought recently.
That's your market right there.
John Wayne
kind of
Gacy's
is.
house? Fuck yeah, bro.
How's
I'd
that
buy
his market? What does
house.
that mean?
He's all about
The
like
glib and the glab.
Well, no, it's. I'm like, oh, dude, you should watch this really good TV show. And then the next day, I'm like, did you start it? He's like, no, I fell asleep watching some documentary about some random serial killer.
Is that fucking my voice, dude? What
Yeah,
the
you sound like
fuck?
you've been a
Wasn't
chain
that
smoker.
far off.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Mike Wazowski.
You're like, oh, no, sorry, dude. I fell asleep watching some serial killer documentary for the 5th time on Netflix. And I'm like, what?
I will never watch a serial killer documentary more than once.
But I will watch it instead of the shit you tell me.
Yeah.
No, yeah, but Sam and I are huge horror fans, so
Hell
like
yeah.
you know
Well,
we'll go
not
see
horror.
like Insidious 5 and shit in theaters and like
Red
you know,
Door, yeah.
even though we know it's
Red
like
Door.
it is going to
That's
be what
it's
it
called,
is.
yeah. Or was it? Well, what's it called? The Red Door, right?
I think it is the Red
Some
Door.
shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you guys watch? You watch. It seems like let's see, like really good, like Emmy-winning sitcoms, probably.
Sitcoms, not necessarily.
Maybe like The Good Place. I could imagine being on your.
No.
I could like.
you're not a
How I
Big Bang
Met Your
Theory guy?
Mother and like Big Bang Theory.
God.
I
No.
hate
fucking hate
It's
Big
the
Bang Theory.
worst.
It's so bad.
What is Big Bang?
Oh, it's the worst.
It was the death of sitcoms. That was the last good sitcom.
Then
and
why did it
ruined
win
everything.
so much?
I know,
stuff?
and then like dude was like the
Because of the
highest
money.
paid
Yeah.
actor, right? And
Because of the money.
And then Young
Wild.
Sheldon's span off of that. So like, what do you watch?
Let's see, Succession, Righteous Gemstones.
That's good.
Righteous
both of those.
Gemstones is
So good.
so good, dude.
Adam Devine, dude, and Danny McBride in that is just
Everybody.
Oh,
Yeah,
fantastic!
we all
the
hate
sister's so
Succession.
funny.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
what's her name?
Edie Patterson.
Yeah.
Yes.
Love her. Well, because I know you are really big into the comedy
Church.
scene.
Oh.
I try to be. Yes,
I know. And we
try to
talked
be.
about Drew Tarver the last time I was on
Drew
here. And then he
Tarver.
came out with a TV show. Have you-
the siblings, the one,
other two.
the other two.
Have you
I've
seen it?
I've not been able to watch it. No,
It's really
is
funny.
it really funny?
Please watch it.
Dude,
it's so good.
Last time we spoke, I told you that I saw him at Upright
did.
Citizens Brigade, and this guy is just one of the most incredible
So good.
improvisers.
I saw him when Comedy Bang Bang toured last year. He was on the stop that we were at, and he was incredible. Him, Paul F. Tompkins, Scott Ackerman, Carl Tart was there.
Yes.
And then we went to Sketch.
you're saying this facetiously.
I was just trying to get in there. I was trying to
Carl
weasel my
Tart.
way in.
Carl Tart. And we went to Sketchfest last year at San Francisco.
dude.
And saw just a bunch of amazing sketch comedy.
SF Sketchfest is that's the place. If you know what's crazy is that any one of us, like muggles like Alejandro and I, could get our foot in the door and just be like, hey, we're a comedy podcast that wants to do this, or hey, like we're an improv duo
you guys
that
would
wants
kill,
to do this.
dude.
We would try to. I mean, it's intimidating, but like
We saw
I'm sure it is, but I think you just showed a little bit of not like being confident as much as you should be in yourself.
I try to, because I have a fear of cockiness, because I've seen so many strong personalities with cocky mindsets.
And then you're like, that wasn't it.
Like, I'm confident. I
Yeah.
truly am, but I do tend to like play myself down.
Yeah.
And it's this whole like idealism that I have, this ideology that I have of like, hey, if we lower people's expectations, then if we're actually
blow it out of
funny,
the water,
then we'll blow
yeah.
out the fucking water, you know? But there's a balance of like, oh, we should actually stand behind our product.
Yeah, no, we
and-
blow that shit out of the water if we did it. We'd
I think
fucking
you
kill
would.
these motherfuckers.
I 100%
That's what
think
you need
would.
to have as a
Yeah.
mindset. That's
Yeah.
what you need to have. That anytime I'd go before I went on stage, if we're playing a show with a bunch of my friends, and well, you guys did great, you guys did great. In the back of my mind, my thought is, I'm gonna fucking embarrass these guys when I go on stage. I'm gonna embarrass them. That's my.
That's what he
my
did to me
drive.
at our real estate event. He just absolutely blew me out of the
Seems like
fucking
you deserve
water.
Oh,
it.
you guys are a team. What do you mean he like
Yeah.
embarrasses you?
That's what I'm saying. That was my mindset when I went up there.
Yeah.
Is we are going to crush and people are going to love this, and they did.
Do you guys have
they
videos?
loved it. Oh yeah.
You guys recorded?
Actually,
Did
we
you
recorded the whole fucking
The
thing.
whole
We'll send it
thing.
to you, and
Did
you'll
you
see.
watch it back?
You'll see. I didn't watch it back because I fucking knew.
You should
You'll
watch it
see,
back.
though.
Very Johnny Depp of you.
you should definitely watch it back.
For me, Christian, we've done improv since we were in high school.
Yeah.
And I think some of the best improv we ever did was when we won those belts, because for me, there was a competition behind it where I was like, we got to fuck these people up. We're going to do this shit. We're going to make all these fucking people laugh. We're going to make
fuck these people
yeah,
up.
we're going to make
Yes.
these people laugh harder than they do for these other fucking people.
Rolling in the front row.
Are you raising your hand?
Yeah, because I need to. I have these moments where I'm like, I can't not let this get away. So you guys did an improv kind of sketch at Firehouse.
Yeah.
Can you do that again? Because I will blow that shit up, dude. Because I fucking love.
You want us to do that specific improv scene?
Yeah,
At the,
no.
I was like,
I want
this
you
is
to
not
go
improv.
back because, like, I have this whole thing with the community Facebook group, and I would fucking love to just like make sure that that thing gets. It was already packed, but I want people like lining up out the door.
We would fucking love that. The issue, well, not issue. I think it's like, I want to be able to. Do you guys have like connects with venues?
I can.
Okay, if that could be a conversation for after the podcast. But yes, we would love to. Like, I've been having some things in mind for it can't be that bad live type thing. that we could talk
Dude,
We
about
script a lot of improv.
Yes.
after. But no, we would want to do that. And then
I'd be
Even if you-
there.
Dude, that is a genius. I mean, because I know that's being such a common thing in the podcast world is live stuff. Even if you guys just did that
Yeah.
up there or any other venue or whatever it is, did you guys not like the venue too much?
no,
It
I
wasn't
mean,
that at all. I think it changed ownership.
it changed
And
ownership,
the team we were on didn't get back in with the new owners.
yeah, and that team's no longer together. So it's right now. It's about like us contacting venues, which I've tried in the past and it hasn't worked out.
So I'm working with the Chamber of Commerce. So if there's that, we just did like a little bit of videos with Firehouse and stuff like that. So if I need to get in touch with the owner or something, just let me know.
dude, please,
Yeah.
please, and thank you, because that'd be fucking awesome. Because
Yeah.
we want to do some sort of live event. We've been talking about it for easily over a year now. I built up this kind of like a non-written down structure in the back of my mind that could potentially work. That could involve like a.
Oh, I'd love to hear it.
Previous, you're about to hear it right now, dude. But like, no, we'd love to incorporate like past guests. So let's say like you two like are at the event. We'd be like two returning guests for the podcast, blah blah. Roland and Matt Petullo, coming up, and then like we have
Like a dance off or
it's
something.
stuff to talk about after the podcast.
Yeah.
But
This
yes,
is where I step in, where it's like, yeah, and then they go up to stage, and I'm like, and we make them do a pie eating
Yeah.
contest.
pie eating contest is what you
This is
said.
where we bounce each
Or
other
we
out.
bring up some of their deepest, darkest fears for everybody.
Let's
fa-
embarrass them.
The foundation and the flourish.
Nah.
There
That's
you
truly
go.
what it is.
Yeah.
That's
I am the
truly
magician.
what it is. Shit, yeah, but what were we talking about prior to that? Do you guys
think-
remember?
How he
Butt
did
rock,
way better.
uh,
Oh yeah,
butt
butt rock.
Dude, we should start a podcast just called Butt Rock.
Was that your idea? Was that it?
No, so it's just one of those things that has come to my attention recently, and it's like, what could you classify Butt Rock as? Like
Puddle of mud.
Puddle
Creed.
of Mud, Creed,
Nickelback.
Stained,
Stained.
Jeez, dude,
The
you're
Police.
fucking good.
That's my life, dude.
the police.
The police.
Yeah, fuck Sting.
No, you said
Disturbed.
Disturbed.
Disturbed's part of Butt Rock?
Oh,
would-
for sure.
Oh, wait. I listened to a lot of Disturbed when I was young.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, they're
It's butt
huge.
rock.
Yeah, I mean, but
Dude, but it's one of those genres that nobody likes,
Yeah.
but somehow
All of ska is in butt.
Okay.
all of Scott, Real Big Fish.
I love ska music.
Real Big Fish.
Real Big
Ah,
Fish.
Right? Is that not butt rock?
No.
Real Big Fish is not butt rock.
No,
No, it's
It's
not.
just butt.
Give them some
No,
respect.
it's not. Real Big Fish is amazing.
I don't know much of Real Big Fish except for their presence in
Fedoras.
supposedly a movie that who hasn't
And
watched?
basketball.
In
Matt has
basketball.
never seen.
Matt,
I've
you've never
never-
seen basketball. This is what we were talking
This
about
is
earlier.
false.
In basketball, there is a
That
huge
is where I found.
real
I actually
big-
found Real Big Fish. Yeah.
Right, because like what this came out late 90s,
Yeah.
and what business did we have as what 6-7-year-olds watching this in the late 90s, early 2000s? To find out that Real Big Fish was this ska. I didn't even realize like ska was its own genre. I thought
Yeah.
that was just
Oh,
like the sound
dude.
of Real Big Fish.
Okay, hold on. Okay, mistress, I've seen it. What song do they sing in that movie?
I don't fucking remember.
Oh no!
The only song
dude.
Real Big Fish does ever.
Take on Me. I mean, it was a cover, right? Wasn't it a cover?
Oh, it was. It was. You're
Right?
right? Yeah, you're 100% right.
Matt doesn't know. He hasn't seen the movie.
You should definitely
No.
watch the movie.
They're kidding.
No, he's seen it.
I've
Oh,
seen
you've
the movie
definitely-
I'll give him the-
100 times.
Oh, that's the conversation that I missed while I was in the
Yeah,
bathroom.
yes, it was.
Okay,
I
it's
didn't wanna fill
amazing.
you
Isn't
in.
it so fucking funny?
It's so good. And isn't the song they sing Beer, by the way, not Take on Me?
Oh, is it not? Then I'm stupid. Then I'm a fake fan.
Think I'll have myself a beer. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
so you are
yeah,
the-
you're right.
No,
You're right.
Matt's right again. What a rare occurrence.
You know what,
that
dude?
is.
I'm gonna keep it real. You got some years on us, so your memory there was just a little bit higher.
I got
But
some
once the
experience.
Alzheimer kicks in, we'll beat you.
Yeah, that's all it is. Speaking of ska music in movies, do you know what song Less Than Jake sang the theme song for? It's a movie that was a skit from a Nickelodeon television show. There's a
Oh,
little
that's the Amanda Bynes movie.
No.
It was
Less,
Good
Less Than
Burger.
Jake is the
Good
band.
Burger. Yeah, they sang the Good Burger theme. I'm a dude, he's a dude, she's a dude. We're all dudes here.
Whoa.
Less Than Jake. Ska in the early 2000s, in the 90s,
How come ska's not flourishing now?
it never really did.
Well, Sublime is what like.
Yeah.
Is Sublime ska?
Yeah,
Is that ska?
it could be
I-
classified.
there's no
think-
trombones in Sublime.
You're right.
Don't you need some horns and like?
you do need a horn section for ska. It's basically reggae and a horn section
It's
with a little bit
reggae
of pop.
if white people did it.
That's
White
exactly
people
what it
reggae.
is.
Yes. Yeah, it's like
exactly what
reggae
it
once
is.
it got like out of Harlem and like made it to the Lower East Side. They were like, we could also make this music.
Reggae with no.
I got a
dreadlocks.
question for you guys though. Would you ever see Sublime?
there's
Would you
dreadlocks.
ever go see Sublime with Rome?
No, never.
I know.
Never.
With who?
I don't know who was, but I was
With
talking to
Rome,
somebody that
he's like the new lead singer.
Oh, no.
I was
no.
talking to somebody who went and saw them, and I was like, "Was it like good? Like I just couldn't bring
He's
myself
incredible,
to
but it's not Sublime.
I know.
I
couldn't
wasn't
do
going to
it.
go see Blink-182 when Matt Skiba was there.
No, hell no.
No.
No, I would never.
Especially
mean-
because that last album they did with Matt Skiba fucking.
That's like saying like, would people see Journey with the new Filipino
Without
lead
Steve
singer?
Perry. I've met him, actually.
I can tell
Steve
you what I
Perry?
wouldn't
No,
fucking see.
The
Arnel Pineda?
Arnel Pineda. He
How
used
did you meet Arnel Pineda?
He used to come into Zio Fredo's when I worked at the restaurant.
You're fucking kidding. What is Arnel Pineda doing in Zio Fredo's?
He
Really?
lives in
He
Vallejo,
lives-
100%.
he lives
You're
out here.
fucking
I don't know.
kidding. I was
I'm
gonna
just
fucking
fucking-
believe that fool.
He
Like,
does.
You
you
live in
live
that area by
lives.
Costco, the TR neighborhood?
He's in that crack den bedroom that I have right next door. So
He
that's-
Let me out! I have to sing at 11.
He lives in the area. He's like 4'1". He's the
I believe it.
tiniest dude.
4'1" is a huge exaggeration. I hope.
That's
well,
the
yes, but I
tallest
mean,
Filipino man ever.
he's very tiny, but he is the nicest, sweetest person I've ever met. I was the only server he would have when he'd come into the restaurant, which is really cool because he knows I'm a music fan and a musicians, and we talked Journey, and we talked all about that
Call
kind
him
of
right
stuff.
now. Call him right now.
I don't have his
him right
number.
now.
Yeah.
You better call somebody who'll answer.
Fucking flex that.
You know who I wouldn't see is fucking Queen with Adam Lambert.
No, fuck Adam
Yeah,
Lambert.
fuck all
Wait, what
that,
is
dude.
he?
He's
the
been with
new-
them for
the
a
lead
couple of
singer.
years.
I
He's been
did
with
not
them for
know
a
that.
few years.
What?
And it's like, how could you?
That's crazy.
Queen, how could you fucking replace?
No, they-
how could you
Good
fucking
for
bring
Adam
him
Lambert.
in?
Yes.
Bad for Queen.
Yeah.
You shouldn't replace.
I was still kind of mind blown about like John Muir.
What, the
John
guy?
Muir.
The guy who
Fucking
founded-
John
hospital?
Mayer playing with fucking Grateful Dead. I was like, what is he doing? Like,
Oh, what?
like spending his time with Grateful Dead, like touring the fucking
Playing
But
world.
that's
guitar.
completely different.
What do you mean?
Dave.
What is he doing?
He's
like,
playing the guitar.
Like, how are you not just doing your own music and just like doing your own shit? Like,
I guess so. I don't know, dude. Getting a chance to tour with the Grateful Dead and doing one of their like famous country/world tours would be quite an experience.
overrated. I'm just gonna fucking
But
say
also,
it.
he could.
I mean,
get
Cherry
those-
Garcia's not even there. So.
Like over fucking rated.
He
dude.
could get those numbers on his own, right?
Yeah,
I mean, like,
dude,
because
that's-
John Mayer's a talent.
I mean,
a talent.
he's a fucking
so
artist.
talented.
He's his
but
own
I don't
artist.
think he wants to tour anymore. I don't think he wants to do his
I could see
stuff
that
anymore.
I could see him just being like, "Fuck it,
Yeah,
dude, I'm
I'll
just
go
gonna
with you guys to a
fucking-"
couple cities
Yeah.
and do this shit and have some fun.
Like Adam Lambert makes sense, right? Because that's putting him on a fucking massive
That's
pedestal.
the best thing he's ever done.
Yeah, exactly. But it's like John Mayer, like,
just
come on,
having
dude.
fun.
Like, go fucking sing Gravity, like, in front of a fucking giant stadium full of
That's a
women.
great
you know,
song.
it is. It's
And the
fucking
women,
amazing.
yeah, no, I understand why the women like. I mean, like that's it's a Melissa.
love John Mayer.
Melissa just is
see John Mayer and
ready
Alicia
to
Keys?
leave me whenever she sees John Mayer.
So good
I mean,
deal.
you get it though, right?
I get it. I'd be
Yeah.
like, honestly,
It's not his face.
is there anyone, you being in an 11-year relationship, is there any male celebrity that
You
if
would have
Sam were to
sex with?
call you and be like, hey, it's so and so, he wants to make out. Yeah, for Sam too.
Oh, we've already had a prearranged.
Who and
And
who?
why is it Mike Tyson?
Because she likes being bit on the ear, you know. So.
They made it.
Hers is easily Harry Styles.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, but doesn't he
Really?
like men?
I don't know, dude. She's very into the androgynous, like.
She would have loved Prince.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yours? How about yours?
For a little bit there, it was
Also
Doja
Harry
Cat,
Styles.
and then she started getting really fucking weird on social media.
Now she's androgynous. Now she's maybe good for both of you guys.
I don't know, dude.
I'm still down for weird
I would do
Doja
it.
Cat.
I think I sent
I'm
somebody.
fine.
It was Guillermo the other day. He sent me her she was in that weird demon thing, and I was like, I'd still have to do it.
I'd have to.
Yeah.
I'd be like,
Yeah.
it'd take a little longer for me to get hard.
It's
but
the weirdness mixed with like the attractiveness and the talent. It's like a whole trifecta of all
It cancels
these
out.
things.
It all cancels
there's
out.
Yeah.
this video that she has.
There's a dumb hot chick who will put in less effort, who will do just as much.
I don't know. A dumb hot chick
Are the best.
No, does not have enough talent to be able to make a jingle for Taco Bell the way she did. Have you seen the video?
I have.
She
yeah.
for Mexican pizza. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Other
Taco Bell
than that,
jingles
dude,
aren't,
like
world
for me,
shattering.
it's always been ever since Wedding Crashers, Rachel McAdams.
Oh,
Solid
Ever
pick.
since Wedding Crashers, it's just like I just fell in
not
love.
any of the other movies.
No, dude.
Not like Time Traveler's
No,
Wife.
it was
or
just
Not
Wedding
Mean Girls?
Crashers.
About Time. Or...
Just Wedding Crashers.
Hot take. I think Isla Fisher's hotter in the movie than Rachel McAdams is.
No, Isla Fisher is a
bad,
crazy
boys. Who's Isla Fisher
motherfucker.
again?
boy.
She's
She's
the
the fake
redhead.
Amy Adams.
Now we know what your type is.
Oh god, she's so good. I
Of
know. she's
someone
so,
that
yeah.
said particular red flags.
Oh no!
You said they
Oh,
must have a sense
no.
of humor, and she does have a sense of humor.
does.
It's a sick sense of humor, man.
It is.
It's a sick sense of humor.
Oh,
She's-
I'm aware.
and you're fine with that. You're fine with having a family dinner and her just like just.
I'm not gonna lie though. Yeah, she was a close second.
Oh, she's fucking good looking.
Oh, she's
Yeah.
gorgeous.
She's great.
I liked her more in what's the one with Andy Samberg in it?
Now you see me.
No.
It's Palm Springs.
No.
No, that's
His first
Christy
movie.
Minoli.
His
Never
first
mind.
movie he was in. Oh
Pop
my
star
god.
never stops.
No. Before
Rod?
that, Hot Rod.
Oh yeah.
We should
Okay,
have kept
that's
this going
fine.
a little bit further. Just name other Andy Samberg.
That's fine.
Man, yeah, that was like
good.
okay, yeah.
So you like redheads?
I don't have a don't have a type. I really don't.
Let's play a game. Let's play a game real quick.
Okay, we'll all name a celebrity.
No.
And you tell us if you'd fuck them. Roland, go.
What's the celebrity?
You
That's
name it,
not the
name
game
one,
I
go.
wanted to play. It was gonna be more intricate.
We'll get to yours next. We'll let them have their fun.
Okay, let's let them have it.
Fuck, dude, celebrities.
Oh Jesus.
Okay, mine's Terry Crews.
Terry Crews. He's big.
I know he is.
Muscular.
Yeah, you like
He'd
that.
make me feel safe.
He would hold you.
Okay, yeah, sure, why not?
Nice.
Yeah.
Christian?
Florence Pugh.
gorgeous,
100%.
100%,
Especially after
gorgeous.
Oppenheimer.
After Oppenheimer, she's just chilling there, like just.
I liked her. I liked her
God.
more in. To be honest, I liked her more in.
Don't say Midsummer.
No, Black
No,
Widow.
she was gorgeous in Midsummer
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, but
no,
I
I
felt
liked
really
her
bad for
in. Black Widow's backstory when she
Or
plays
the wrestling movie. What was that wrestling movie she did?
No, that's not Black Widow's backstory. Yeah, I know you're talking about. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Florence Pugh is in that movie.
Yeah,
But she is in that movie. It's Fighting with the Family. So.
Why'd you tell me no? What did I get wrong?
yes.
Because that's not Black Widow's backstory. He was trying to think of the title.
Oh, it's
don't
called
know-
Black Widow.
I know what you're talking about though. Yeah, Black Widow. Yeah, it's that one.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so what's your game? I want to know your game. What's your game?
My game is that we were each gonna conjure up the woman of your dreams in
Ooh.
our eyes, and then you would choose. So it's not
Okay.
as two-dimensional as just choosing a celebrity.
I like this.
Alex.
Okay.
Well, now I'm trying to think of people.
Okay, I'll come up with the first one.
Okay.
How tall are you?
6'3".
All right, asshole.
All right, asshole.
You asked me.
I'm hella surprised he didn't say 6'4". I feel like I've heard 6'4" before.
Yeah,
see on
I
your
was trying to.
California
I was
ID.
trying
Yeah,
to 6'4".
It says 6'4" on your
Yeah.
fucking
Trying to level
ID.
the playing
I was
field
trying
a
to,
little bit.
it's like you under promise, over deliver, right?
Ah, there you go. No, I lower expectations. So on my ID, I would actually put 5'7" when in reality I'm 5'9".
Okay.
Cops are gonna be pissed when they pull you over.
Yeah, but actually it says 5'10" on my ID and I'm 5'9". Okay. Anyway,
Illegal.
this girl, oh my God, Matt Petullo, this girl,
Okay.
she is a stunning 5'6". She has natural brown hair, but she does have some highlights, but her stylist did it
can't.
healthy. Did it healthy where you can run your fingers through her hair.
Okay.
She is very smart. She is currently studying business and for her master's.
Ooh.
This is the gayest way to describe a woman. What's she look like?
She has
Measurements.
threatening green eyes.
Measurements.
Threatening green eyes.
Okay.
Her measurements are what did I say? She was 5'6"?
Yeah.
She's 5'6". What waistline?
All of it.
I don't know. What are
36, 24, 36.
Whoa.
24?
36, 24, 36.
Isn't there like pant
She's
size?
incredible.
So she's a little fucking short stack,
I
huh?
love her.
Okay.
Do you like
yeah.
short stacks?
She's a flaming hot short stack.
She'll punch you in the knees and give you a kiss.
Yeah.
She's really funny, but she grew up in a household full of brothers, so she could dish it back.
And she
Ooh, okay.
also grew up extremely rich.
But she's humble about it because her dad was like, "You don't get everything. You're going to public school."
Okay, okay.
There's very many layers built into her trust fund.
But hang on, guys. Her family used to own slaves.
Shut the fuck up!
How far back?
Like they were the last family to get rid of them.
Ooh. Okay.
And she's the one that's really breaking that generational stronghold.
She's like, I want to buy them back.
Like
Yeah.
that family that had to give up the slaves after the Emancipation Proclamation.
She's
They're like,
pretty much
"Do we have
pledged.
to?"
She's pretty much pledged all of the money that she's going to get.
That being
to
said,
the African
what?
American.
Yeah, and that being said,
Okay,
though,
I mean-
the family that they created were
Chris
best
is
friends.
like, this really
for
took a
years.
fucking turn, dude.
And then last but not least, everything that I said and nothing of what they said.
She also has HPV.
Well, that goes away after a while, I think, doesn't
I have
it?
no idea.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I just
So-
know guys can get a disease that happens in the vagina.
Just to make
Yeah.
the game more simple and so you could give more of an authentic answer, my
Of course, he's gonna pick that woman. What do
No,
you mean?
he doesn't know
She sounds
yet.
incredible.
Yeah, why wouldn't he pick her?
Well, now you have an opportunity. My weakness is that I went first. You could build on that.
Oh, okay. My girl's that times two.
I was just gonna say
Oh
the
my
shit that,
God.
but hotter.
Yeah. Okay. No. Okay. So my girl's 5'7".
Nope.
She's
You lose.
37, 24,
You lose.
37.
You lose. Too tall.
All right, Roland, because you're just gonna give a very surface level answer.
I'm
7,
doing
24,
everything you're
37.
doing, but one better.
All right, after you, sir.
What is my? Is this a yes
Yeah,
or no?
you are. Since you know,
Yes or no?
No, you gotta
You
build-
gotta make up a woman.
You gotta
you know
build.
Matt
yeah.
the most here.
Gotta build.
Okay.
Build for me.
She's funnier than you.
Then
That's
no. Then automatically no.
No,
Automatically
that's you shouldn't have
That's
gone in that
ridiculous.
direction.
My girl is not as funny as you.
Yeah,
But she is smarter.
but she's an inch taller, and I'll take the shorter one.
5'7". Oh, you like the shorter? You like the girls that you can go like?
Okay, she's 5'5".
Yeah, exactly that.
Okay, so we know you like.
On the first day, I'm like, nice to meet you. Whee!
She's like, my
okay.
hair took hours to
So
do.
we know Matt likes short redheads.
Short?
No,
You
it
like
doesn't have to be a
short-
redhead.
Do you like,
Okay,
do you like
hey, dude.
ABGs?
What's an ABG?
Because at least an ABG
Albino brown gingers.
No, good.
That was good.
That's
right.
good.
That was quick.
Asian baby girl.
Yeah.
So just like 90% of the female population in San Jose.
I don't think there is anyone I
baby girl.
haven't dated before.
Damn,
I'll put it
dude.
that way. Yeah.
You haven't dated an ABG before?
No, I have.
Have you
you
dated a
have?
black chick?
Yeah. I'm saying
Nice.
I've there that does not bother me or affect me whatsoever.
What have
What
you
about
not?
a one-legged woman?
Well, you got to think about it. He's at least
This
slept
fool's
with
on
a
some
woman.
Deuce Bigelow shit.
If it
Is it like which leg, left or right, sort of thing?
yeah, that's what it comes down to. Yeah, left leg fine, right leg. No, I don't think that would bother me.
Arm?
It's no, I don't. It's not so much physical as it is a
Eye,
mental.
glass eye?
It's not physical. I think it'd be kind of cool, kind of hot.
Robotic
right?
tongue.
How robotic? Like
Not
straight
as good
up
as you
cyborg.
think, but like it does hold a USB drive.
What haven't you? What type of woman have you not dated? before?
There's not one I can. There's not one I can pick.
I can find
dude.
one. Let me think. You
That's
got
awesome.
There's just too
an
many.
albino from France who's only eating Hungarian food.
Okay, yeah, I have not dated that person. Yeah, you got me there.
You dated an albino person?
No, I'd say.
He had, but she wasn't from Hungary.
yeah, and yeah.
Hungry?
Hungary.
Okay, last question. Then we'll do an improv scene. Body count. You don't have to answer. You don't have to answer that. You don't have to ansser that.
Just tell me when we just
7.
7.
100.
Is it my turn?
1,000.
700,000.
Yeah. You don't have to say your body count. You're in a fully committed relationship.
boy
I
does
mean,
not.
my wife knows mine.
Oh, she does?
Yeah.
Okay, then say it.
I want to say it's 5.
5.
Yeah.
For 11 years.
I mean, think about it, dude.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
11 years. So by 2012, you've had sex with 5. Damn. 2012. I had just lost my virginity a year prior. What are you laughing at?
We're blessed,
So
dude.
what's your number, bro?
What do you mean we're blessed?
We found our
We found
Yeah.
our person, yeah.
very early on.
What was that?
I said, what's your number, bro?
2, man. It's just the women that I fooled around. I've fooled around.
That
This
doesn't
is a
count.
lot.
That doesn't count.
He's like, hey, don't take me out yet.
Yeah, like, come on.
I
It's
fooled
just
around,
like-
but I didn't fall in love.
Yeah, I don't know. You know me to be this oblivious person that doesn't really know when a girl is actually attracted to me because I don't know. I'm so used to women just being platonically attracted.
I have a buddy that's kind of like that, where like he just like he's sealed it, but he keeps going for joke after joke after joke, and we're like, dude, you've already got it. Like,
Yeah.
stop now. And he keeps going.
You have to find the proper distance.
Yeah.
is what it is. Like
Yeah.
you know, it's some people are really good openers, but they're not good closers.
Close it. You got to close the deal.
Yeah,
That's why those
you
are two
gotta
different
close the
types of pitchers. That's why closers don't start the game. There's
What
a
are you
re-
good at? What are you the best at? Opening and just like
I'm a solid opener.
Me too. That's my for sure.
I'm
Opening.
a great opener, and I just have to hope that it was good enough to like hold
See,
on.
I think
to it.
I'm a bad opener and a good closer.
oh, interesting.
Yeah.
So how do you even get the open?
I think it's
Wait till she
Did.
gets
Did.
bored with Matt.
yeah. Exactly. Take the table scraps, dude.
Well, how did you made the first move on Sam?
She followed me on Instagram. This was before Instagram had DMs. I poked her on Facebook.
Whoa!
Then we
you dirty
messaged on
dog.
FB DMs.
Oh
FBDM?
shit!
Yeah.
FBDM, bro? Well, shit. I found my girl on IGDM.
Hell yes.
You didn't find her. I mean, you guys found each other in the 2nd grade, so
Yeah, but we didn't like hang out or anything.
yeah, that's true. I mean, she found
It
you
wasn't
on
until
the
I was
DMs.
like
She shot her first shot.
27 years old when she was finally like, yeah, I'll throw Alex a bone.
Yeah, she shot her first shot. I mean, she DM'd.
Did you throw her the bone, or did she throw you the bone?
She threw me the bone.
Nice.
Yeah, she did, and then you gave her.
And if I remember correctly, she tried for Christian first. And Christian was like, I'm in a good relationship right now.
not
and
what
then she
it
was like,
was.
well, what about Alex? Is he single? And Christian was like, go get him,
she
Tiger.
just checked in with me to say like, is he seeing anyone? I said, actually, no.
Christian, are you kissing him or can I kiss him? And Christian was like, well, I am currently kissing him, but you can take over.
I can share.
And no, and
He doesn't share. He's one or the other.
monogamous is what it is. All right, let's get into this improv scene because I know you have to go. You have an engagement after
I
this.
do.
Yes.
Way to cut this short, dude.
Yeah, we're having
What
so
an
much fun.
occasion.
We
to cut
could have
this
gone
short.
for the duration of an entire Lord of the Rings movie, man.
We can always come back.
We could do a Joe Rogan thing and do a 4-hour episode.
No,
Love it.
not gonna edit that. All right,
I don't
guys.
think you do. Don't think you edit a 4-hour episode.
So you guys have done this podcast before. You guys know that we're going to do an improv scene right now. You guys are familiar with improv. You're very familiar with improv. You're not as familiar with improv, but you did improv last time. So there's nothing that I need to say that you guys don't already know. So it's based off of anything and everything that we've talked about this or based on nothing about the episode at all. So it's just loosey-goosey from here. You guys ready? You want to say the words, my friend?
It can't be that bad. Welcome back, everybody. My name's Alejandro, and we are here with Christian Baltazar.
Hi.
And today, Christian,
Hi.
we're going to find you a wife.
Oh my God, I'm so excited. Thank you for having me here, Jay.
Yes, I'm very happy to have you here. And in front of the live studio audience, we have 2 beautiful women right on the other side of this wall here.
Wait,
and we're not going to let you meet them, or see them, excuse me, until after you meet them.
Okay.
So why don't we start off? We'll have the first 2 girls say a little bit about themselves.
All right.
I have a card here. It says, girl number 1, your name is Tiffany.
Hello?
Hello, Tiffany. Tiffany, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? Introduce yourself to Christian.
Hi.
Oh, wow.
My name is Tiffany.
You sound like you've experienced a lot in life.
Oh, she has.
I am 275 years old.
Oh, I love the figure of speech. I know that you don't really mean that. That's just what you've experienced in life.
I'm immortal.
Wow. As in, like if you were literally 270 years old, that would be immortal. That's an interesting trait.
My first boyfriend was Abraham Lincoln,
The president on the $5 bill.
the president on the $5 bill.
I love this banter that we have. I love that you seem like you have a great sense of personality. You see, if just as long as you're not funnier than me, I'm fine with just going with it.
No, humor is not my...
All right, that's enough, Tiffany.
Hello?
All right, the next person we have Raquel. Raquel, you came all the way from
spicy.
Portugal. Raquel, why don't you tell Christian a little bit about yourself?
What's up, Christian?
Wow, you sound like you could protect me, like when after a late night at the club and walking me back to my car.
I'm not quite sure what you mean about that.
It just sounds like I don't. It just sounds like you might have my back.
You could say that.
Okay.
And I think we will. Christian, you went ahead and you prepared a little poem for the two girls.
I did. So
Why don't you go ahead and read that to them?
I don't know much about you two, so this poem is not very specific to either of you, but I did grow up with a lot of poetry growing up. So here it goes. This is called Blue Horizon.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm getting word we have to cut to commercial.
Oh, already?
So we'll just hold on set. Hold on set.
Okay.
Live TV. What are you gonna do?
Hey, so like, is girl number one, is she actually 270 years old?
Well, that's what she wrote down on her application.
Okay, it might just still be a bit.
And I'll be honest with you, she is dressed like an immortal woman would be dressed. She's wearing wizarding robes. She has a hat on. Her hair is very gray, but
it is close to October.
She is very nice though, so I will say that. The one thing
I
I do
just
want to
wanna
worry you about. Oh, we're back. Oh, okay, welcome back, guys. Here we have Christian. You were about to read a poem to the girls.
Yes.
Why don't you go ahead and start that poem over for us?
It's a haiku, actually. So that's 575 for those of you that don't understand what that is.
Of course we
five
know.
syllables, 7 syllables, and 5 syllables. And like a lot of people always ask me, like, is that how your brain works? Is like syllables? It's just like, no, it's because I'm Asian, and like Asians are really good with numbers. It's not necessarily a stereotype if it's factual and just like, numbers.
Oh, I am getting word we're back to commercial. Okay, sorry about that. Live TV. What are you gonna do? Hey, how about when we come back, you just read the poem?
Okay, I just thought. I mean, one of the producers told me like, "Hey, context is."
I'm
key.
the captain.
Okay, you're the captain. All right, that's completely fine.
Also, Tiffany, why don't you hike those shorts up a little bit more? All right, welcome back, guys.
Okay.
Christian, poem.
All right. The sun is setting. The horizon is blue. I can't do it. You. It's it's you have to really read between the
We should
lines.
just sit in it for a second.
Yeah.
I can smell your essence from here.
Thank
Okay,
you.
Tiffany, you have not been asked to speak
Giorgio
yet.
Armani is what it is.
All right. Well, Tiffany, go ahead and spoke out a piece. So, Raquel, why don't you go ahead and show us your special talent?
So my special talent is actually just kind of when we go out on a date, the thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pay for your food.
That should just
not bad.
that's not
That's
bad.
pretty good.
I
That's
mean,
pretty
like
good.
that's progressive. That's me not assuming that my gender means that I should pay for your food because you could make more money than I
Could
do.
say I don't conform to gender norms.
And that is so progressive.
And I bet you we all
that's
could say
completely
that.
Fine,
Tiffany, your special talent requires props. Is that right? This card says you need a plunger, 4 ounces of whipped cream, and a cherry.
Well, I could do without that as well. May I just say that you look like a wonderful vessel.
How long?
They
till
can
we,
see me.
They
How
can see
long
you.
till we make a decision?
You guys don't make any decisions. Christian will make a decision, and he'll marry you before he leaves the building.
Oh, this goes straight to marriage.
Christian, this is straight to marriage.
Christian, do you want the young buck or the old bull?
Honestly, I don't know which one's which, to be honest with you.
Really? I mean, I've never been good with associating animals with the type of person.
Oh, we know what that sound means.
What is that?
It's Jello wrestling time.
Do I wrestle with them?
No, you're going to wrestle a bear.
What does that have to do with me choosing a romantic
This
partner?
is a Japanese game show. We don't make the rules here. We just
Oh,
kinda do
okay.
this
So
stuff.
there have been subtitles this entire time.
Of course.
Gotcha.
The bear is a man in a suit.
Okay.
You do have a chance to marry that man if you like the way he wrestles you.
I mean, I would prefer not to.
You know him. He's 8-time world championship heavyweight champion, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Wow, you're much smaller in person. Is that a shotgun? That's crazy. All right.
Do you want to marry Stone Cold Steve Austin, Tiffany, or Raquel?
I feel like I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I've learned enough about the
We've talked to them for almost 5 minutes.
I would like to do a rapid question segment with both of them.
Fantastic. Here you go. These are the rapid questions.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, Tiffany, I have 5 rapid questions for you.
Wonderful.
All right, favorite color?
Black.
Okay, political preference?
Your soul.
My soul. That I'd have to look into that deeper. What you would do for me on a morning that I'm sick?
Whatever I want once I infiltrate your body.
What a way with words.
This is
so
going
good.
great.
And then 4th question. You meet my parents. What's your move?
Thinking about taking over their soul for mine as well.
They would love a community like that. And also, question number 5, last but not least. Would you be offended if I was a stay-at-home dad?
No, I think that's a wonderful profession.
Perfect. That's my biggest deal because I want children and I'm not necessarily sure if my background check will pass when I have to get a job. All right.
Can we get someone to check his background check before we put this to air?
All right. Raquel, are you ready for your rapid 5-question segment?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So say it's me and you on a sandy beach. What are you saying in my ear?
I'm gonna lick your ear.
I would love that to happen to my ear. All right. Question number 2. We go to the club. I get a little too drunk. What happens next?
I'm picking you up and carrying your ass out of there and getting a hotel room.
Thank you very much. And for extra credit, what hotel?
The National Exchange.
As long as they have continental breakfast. All right. Question number 3.
It's all continent.
Question number 3. We start a podcast together. What's the name of it?
Real House Sisters of Savannah, Georgia.
Real House. I've never been. Let's go there first, and then we'll talk about it. Question number 4. Mismatched socks. Yay or nay?
As long as they're dirty.
That's interesting. That's actually, I hate that answer. And question number 5. Last but not least, I am exhausted from a day of work. If I could get the job and I pass the background check, I can't wash the dishes. What's your move?
I'm gonna feed you the dishes. You're gonna clean them with your mouth.
Inedible.
Then I'm gonna give you an oral foot massage.
Oral foot massage just means that you're gonna be licking my feet.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. The police are knocking at the studio doors. Raquel, is your real name Tyrone Biggs? Are you wanted for a lot of things that I shouldn't say on live air?
I don't think so.
Oh, then they have the wrong person.
Yep.
Continue.
All right, sounds good. I think before the police comes and takes anyone away,
Yes.
I'm going to go ahead with my choice of Stone Cold Steve Austin. I'm so sorry if you guys have to know what it was. It's the mismatched dirty socks for Raquel that I just cannot go with.
Yeah, usually we don't tell why you didn't pick other people. Usually you just pick a person and we end the show there. But this is good. Why didn't you pick Tiffany?
This is bullshit.
I feel
Tiffany
like
why you didn't pick her.
Tiffany and I might have more of a platonic relationship. I would love to go get some coffee with Tiffany, but just not my type. There's just something about her voice. So that's all. I'll go with Stone Cold Steve Austin though.
Okay, and Stone Cold, your husband, no. So you guys have a good time. Tiffany.
Hell yeah!
Thank you. I was hoping that you would say something. It was weird that you were very quiet.
He has laryngitis.
All right.
Tiffany, you were going to curse all of us at the end of the show. Is that correct?
I was, starting with Raquel. Ooh, snuff, sniff for us, snuff.
Anyways, guys, I'm Jim. This has been the show. Have a good night.
Straight to marriage.
This is the show Straight to Marriage.
All right. Oh, why is it going to stop the recording? Okay, yeah.
You're
Scene.
going to end the show for real.
All right, guys.
This isn't a real dating show,
Fucking
Christian.
fantastic, fun-ass improv scene. Before we get out of here, you guys know how we end the show. I'm going to have you guys plug your things. And And after that, I'll have you guys look into the barrel of your camera, and you guys will each say something that we could leave the audience with. So go ahead and plug everything that
He's
you're
the plug.
on.
Yeah, I'll do the plug. So
He's the
Roland and
plug.
I, as we've discussed, we run a podcast called Bay Area Boys Podcast, where we discuss everything Bay Area.
With the boys.
You can find
Yeah.
it. You
So
can find
good.
us on Instagram. We're going to be uploading on YouTube starting tonight, and we're
Nice.
coming out with an audio podcast version as well. Personally, you can find me at Matt Petullo on Instagram. That's probably the best place to find me.
And how do you spell Petullo for those of us who don't know?
Petullo.
There's no A in there.
No A.
Okay.
I got to show you what your name is on his phone.
Nope,
so.
you don't.
Is it Petulio? And you
Petroleum.
can find me at Roland_Osage. Not Osage, not Osagi, that's Osage.
And what can you do for people out there listening and they're just like in need of a home? They got all this money in their pocket and they're just like, I got enough for a down payment.
Contact either one of us.
Okay.
And we'll take care of you. Depending where you are, we'll give you the best person that vibes or the best person for that area. We'll help you.
The only place we don't service is the tiara inside of Vallejo. It's just this one little pocket that for some reason we just don't service that area.
But you know who does.
It's a dark zone.
I know exactly who does.
And who does Alejandro? No, I'm not gonna do that. All right. And guys, and then shout out to also your D&D podcast.
Yeah,
New Crits on the Block.
New Crits on the Block. We've been doing that for 4 years. Thank
Yes,
you.
so
It's-
sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say you can find us at New Crits on the Block. Pretty much anywhere. You type that in, you'll get at whatever you need to listen to us there. So,
All right.
and
Awesome.
what do we need now? We need the what's one thing we can.
Yeah, look into the barrel of the camera. You guys could do it together separately, but then just leave the audience with the saying or something that could brighten their day or just help them out.
Or worse in
Yeah,
their day.
lift people up. I think lift people up is important, especially with the world right now. I think there needs to be more kindness, and I think the people who are important to you, let them know that they are important, because you never know what's going to happen to those people, and they could be gone or out of your life in a flash. And I think a little bit of love in this world right now could go a really long way.
It's really good.
Wow. Roland, follow that up. The only way you can.
All right, guys. Great job. Fantastic episode. Baddies, you guys know where to find us. ICBTB.com, ICBTB podcast on all platforms. Christian has asthma. Call_me Jesus. Anything you got to say, Alejandro?
Nothing.
All right, nothing. Bye.
Can't be that bad, oh, it 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 can't be that bad.